Casting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Wednesday. Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust, live from the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. Back at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios, you have Bradley Nortman, longtime NFL punter, repping that divisional championship gear that the Packers are looking to seek this coming Sunday, getting into first place. Bradley?
Yeah, I mean, it's the Jags today, boys, back in 2017. And again, I'm just wearing this because it's a divisional clash with division championship implications on Sunday. So I'm trying to get all the excitement gearing up for Sunday. There's plenty of that.
Kyle Wallace, not wearing Packer green or a sweater that's green for Christmas, just looking very business professional today. Is that representation of how you're wearing things, the representation of what you're feeling inside?
No, I'm just a good-looking chocolate brother that just likes to dress nice sometimes. That's all. Just look like a chocolate dropper today. Mwah.
A what?
Chocolate dropper.
Mwah. You sure do, Kyle. You sure do. Running the show for us is Alex Stroh. yeah. If you said I like chocolate, it tastes good. I had some last night on the couch.
You're a married man, Ben Brust. You don't like chocolate like Dylan.
All right, running the show is Alex Stroh at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios. And as always, you can get us on the Carbless Talk and text line 800-990-3776, where Liz is more. And on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, this is a dumb day. This day is dumb. I declare this dumb because it is December 4th, and this was a fear. I didn't think it would happen this early, but when Giannis went out and the Bucks sucked, I think his eyes opened. You saw his social media get scrubbed, and now we are hearing even more things from ESPN insiders, and we'll start with Brian Windhorst, as he joined our sister station, the really big show on ESPN Cleveland. I don't know how they got to this, but, I mean, they got to the nitty-gritty of what Giannis is thinking.
The Bucks called the Knicks and asked for an offer for Giannis, okay?
And?
Because Giannis said, I want to be a Knick. So people are like, oh, my God, he deleted a photo from May where he had a Bucks logo in it. Guys, he asked to be traded already.
Yeah. So when's it going to happen?
Well, that's the thing. So what appears is that Giannis committed himself for the season to the Bucks. That's what appeared happened. Everything he said in his mood. But the Bucks are not good. This year, when he hasn't played, they're 1-5. And when he has played, they're 9-8. So they've been 500 when he's played, and when he hasn't played, they've been getting raced. What you're asking me is his viewpoint, would his viewpoint change? I don't know. Like I know that he asked for a trade, and then he said, okay, I'm going to be a Buck this year. I know that a lot of people in the league don't think he'll be a Buck next year.
So that from the really big show in ESPN Cleveland with Brian Windhorst about Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he broke out a lot there of the scrubbing of social media, saying he'd already been asked to be traded. From Shams Charania, which I know is a favorite name amongst people in Wisconsin when it comes to Giannis reporting, he has tweeted, Justin, Giannis Antetokounmpo and his agent Alex Saratis have started conversations with the Milwaukee Bucks about the two-time NBA MVP's future and discussing whether it is a best fit for him to stay or go elsewhere. A resolution is expected in the coming weeks. So when I say that to Kyle Wallace, our Milwaukee Bucks season ticket holder of the past and overall Wisconsin backer, what is the first thing that pops in your mind? Because now there's a lot of smoke in the middle of the season.
Oh, ain't no smoke. This is a fire. This is a 5-alarm fire for the Milwaukee Bucks and for Milwaukee Bucks fans. Because before the show started, before this Shams report came out within the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I was trying to figure out who greenlit all this information to get out here? Because first you had Giannis sit there and he scrubbed his social media, and then we had Shams report something a while ago, and all of a sudden now Wendy's coming out with this information. Who gave Wendy the go-ahead to say, Wendy, you can go with it? And now we have this Shams report, and I'm just telling you this right now. How I feel is that, listen, enjoy the fact that we had Giannis for this long, and do understand that now it's time to handle business. Giannis will not be a Milwaukee Buck definitely in next season, and I thought we had all this year. I didn't realize he was looking at the first 25 games this year to determine what his future was going to be with the Milwaukee Bucks. And it's unfortunate that got hurt within that first 25 games, because at this point now he understands that the future isn't uncertain with the Milwaukee Bucks. There is no future with the Milwaukee Bucks, and fans just need to accept that. Listen, Giannis, he served his purpose for the Bucks. We served the purpose for him. He brought a championship to this city. People don't stay places forever. MJ left the Bulls. Karl Malone left the Jazz. Patrick Ewing ended his career with the Orlando Magic. That is how sports work, and we should know that firsthand, because we grew up loving who? Brett Favre, and guess what? He went to the evil Vikings. And then
I thought you were going to say Craig Counsell for a second.
Well, he's a traitor, but then we grew up loving Aaron Rodgers, and then what happened? Now he's miserable with Pittsburgh. This is just the way that sports goes. So for anybody who's sitting here in denial, just accept the fact that Giannis Antetokounmpo has been with the Milwaukee Bucks from the start of his career until now, and he will not be a Milwaukee Buck. Hell, I thought fall of 2026, but come January of 2026, we may not have Giannis here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and the reality is Giannis has been very consistent in his messaging, right? All the way back to when he was on the Thanasis show with his brother, Thanasis Antetokounmpo. He said that his main focus is winning a second championship, that he feels like he will not do himself the right service if he doesn't put himself in a position to win another championship. And it is clear, it is utterly clear that this Milwaukee Buck team is not made to win a championship this year. It's not made to win a championship next year. The chasm between them and the top of the East and the top of the NBA is wide. And I think Giannis sees that. And I think when you talk about this, I was on your page too, Kyle. I thought we're going to have Giannis all season. This will take care of itself next summer if this season doesn't go well. What this tells me is Giannis is operating with a sense of urgency. He knows that his career, his time as a peak NBA player, which he still is a peak NBA player, top 5, he's playing an MVP type level right now. He is operating with urgency. And the question is, what's changed? And Ben, you said it. When he was out, when he was injured during that time, it was an opportunity for the Milwaukee Bucks, an opportunity to show that he has the supporting cast around him to be able to put together a championship-like push. And they were 1-5 without him, and even with him playing at a Herculean type level, he was not. They are 9-8. He looks around and he sees it. He sees the writing on the wall, and he knows he can't win here, and he wants a resolution. I can't blame him for it. I will say, from my own opinion, my head has told me for a while now, Giannis, he won't retire a Buck. He won't be here forever. Maybe he got a season, maybe he got 2 seasons, but he won't be a Buck. My head has made peace with that. I'm not sure my heart has, though. Like, it's one thing to logically say, oh, yeah, we're going to trade Giannis, or he won't be a Buck. It's another thing entirely for what your heart is going to feel when he's wearing the blue and orange of the Knicks, or the black and silver of the Spurs. That is something that I think fans, that we've all accepted mentally, but I'm not sure we've accepted at the heart level yet, and that will be a painful visual for all of our hearts when we see Giannis on a different team.
Yeah.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. This is Kyle, Brust Nortman, reacting to a lot of the news around Giannis Antetokounmpo. More information about him requesting trades being out there, and then obviously, if you just look at what has happened, and Brad, I'll go back to it. Even before the season started, my sole focus of watching the Milwaukee Bucks was not about Giannis. It was about everything the Milwaukee Bucks were doing without the guy named Giannis. And obviously has a big part of that on the floor when he's out there, getting guys involved. His numbers were great when he was out there. But as a whole and as a unit, when you look at them and you look at the top of the league, I'm not saying they were supposed to win a championship this year, but you had to do everything on the court in the 82 games that you had this year to prove that, hey, Giannis, if you stay, we will be next to the top of the names in the NBA, so you can win that second championship that you really want for your legacy and your resume, which is understandably what anybody in his position of greatness would want. And we could re-legislate history. Unfortunately, it's not going to change. They have not made it out of the first round in the last 3 years. They've had a ton of injuries. They made the move for Damian Lillard, which felt like it was a great move at the time. Everyone celebrated it, as you should have. It didn't work out. As Kyle mentioned, it's sports, and it just sucks to know that they're in a spot where I don't know how, with the evidence of him being hurt and them being 1-5 when he was out and them being average when he is playing with this squad, that you can come to a resolute. Like let's be honest, they had their whole entire offseason to talk and come up with the resolution of how Giannis Antetokounmpo stays a Milwaukee Buck beyond the 2025 and 26 season. So I'm sitting here in a spot of like, the timing sucks because this gears up teams who will want Giannis for this half year and the year after that he's in contract before he becomes a free agent, where now it's like, okay, well, he can go somewhere and have a year and a half to do what he's doing before he's free agent. And from the Bucks standpoint, they have a better opportunity than at the end of the season because a team that is inquiring about him will be able to offer more because they get him longer, and the Bucks are in a better place after that. I don't want any of this to happen. I don't, but it's the reality that I feel like I'm looking at,
well,
and it's
but you're right.
You can't tell me that I would want Giannis Antetokounmpo to not be a Milwaukee Buck.
Out of respect for Giannis, we see how trash this team is. Brad said it. They're 1-5. They're 1-5. Listen, this team
without Giannis.
This team without Giannis, this team sucks. They're not good. Giannis realized that they don't have the roster built around me. They have been passed up by other teams, y'all. When you look at the NBA Eastern Conference, you're looking at a wave of new talent. You're talking about guys like Cade Cunningham, who's young with the Pistons teams that took their lumps, took their bumps, and guess what? They came out on the other side ready to go. You saw the same thing with the Knicks when they were able to acquire Jalen Brunson and make some moves, and now that is an up-and-coming team. You look at the Atlanta Hawks, though they're 13-9, but they have Jalen Johnson, who is starting to seem like a star. The Orlando Magic. Like, you have all these other teams who are coming of age, and guess what? Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, though he is hurt, they're still young. They're still in their 20s. And so when Giannis looks at the landscape of the Eastern Conference and then he looks at his roster, he said, listen, I could be as healthy as I want, but this team is not winning a championship the way it is constructed, and we should have known the writing was on the wall. You know, we should have known the writing was on the wall. Anytime they trade away all your friends anywhere, your friends don't work with you anymore, you feel lonely. You feel an island. You don't feel the same because all these new faces, right, in the places of guys that you actually cared about. We should have looked more into the fact that his family stayed in Greece. His family didn't just stay in, and I don't know. This is an assumption. They stayed in Greece because he understood that this season he could be on the move. And the last thing he wants is for him to be going road to road all across the NBA and his family's back in Milwaukee. Well, this is a great time and great opportunity in his life. Let's have you stay in Greece, right? We get to do what we always wanted to do with the kids. You stay in Greece this year because the unknown is happening this year, and I may not be in Milwaukee the full year. I'd rather have you in Greece with the kids learning versus you in Milwaukee and me traveling across the country. That is why he put her in Greece, is because he fully understood that there was a chance during this regular season that he could get traded somewhere else.
And the reality is,
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. I'm sorry, Bradley. We're going to go to Ken in Milwaukee, hot off the press here, as he wants to react to Giannis Antetokounmpo and the potential conflict resolution going on over in Bucks world.
Hey, fellas. Just a few things. I've been going to games since I was a kid in the late 80s, so I saw a lot of bad Bucks basketball. Cool. We had that nice run with Big Dog and Ray back then. That was fun. Yeah, we hit. We struck gold with Giannis in the draft. We made our run. We won our championship. We missed out on some years. We probably were the favorite and should have won. Now we're at a spot where it's like, okay, this team isn't going to compete. It's not going to compete if you're honest. If he wants to leave, he wants to leave. That's totally fine. But when he does leave, he's going to leave knowing, okay, I got Milwaukee a championship, then fans have been starving for that forever. But he's also going to leave, and this is going to follow him as well. That roster became that roster. That coaching search became that whole bad coaching thing because of him. He wanted his buddies to stay after they – Chris Middleton, everybody in Milwaukee loves Chris Middleton because he's a Milwaukee guy. But people outside of Milwaukee, Chris Middleton, he's there. Pat Connaughton.
Are you saying potentially, Ken, that Giannis has a little Aaron Rodgers in him and wanting his friends when they are past when they should be with the team?
Definitely. But I think, that's kind of what happens in sports now because the salaries are so high. So if you're paying a guy $50 or $60 million, he feels, hey, I have some say in this. And you give him a little say. I get that. We have your brother on the team. who probably shouldn't be here because he shouldn't be in the NBA. That's fine.
Hey, you saw that dunk.
You wanted Chris Middleton to stay. You needed Pat Connaughton. There's 3 Pat Connaughtons on the end of every bench in the league. You didn't need him to stay. Chris Middleton, like back in 2019 when the Minnesota Timberwolves offered us Jimmy Butler for Middleton, that was the move to make to go on because Butler at that time was an MVP-level player. Middleton was always
Well, Ken, I appreciate the phone call, but we don't have the time to re-legislate all of the history of what's gone on. We're here. Re-legislate, sorry. It's going to be used. It's going to be used. It's going to be used. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. If you're on the line, we'll get to you. Stay there at 800-990-3776. We will have Silvy from Waddle and Silvy on ESPN 1000. One of the more non-delusional, I'd say, Bears fans who hosts a show that has a mind, unlike David Kaplan, who joined us on Monday. He'll be with us at 2:30, but I want to continue to hear from KBN Nation. We'll react to the uneasy feeling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's future in jeopardy on Kyle, Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin coming up next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We were going to extend more invites, but I just jumped the gun for some reason at the meeting because I thought I was being funny and personable, and I just don't know how to read the room. I was like, oh, this guy who doesn't know me is going to think it's hilarious that I'm with Josh, and I'm saying, hey, Josh, you didn't get the first round invite. Suck it.
In what world would that person find that funny, though?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
You have to understand what game you need to play. Not everything is the same. And LaFleur said that in his postgame. You have to understand, what do you need to do to win?
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Sometimes you can get by being a little more conservative. Other times, you have to match fire with fire. That's what yesterday was. We went for it and we executed. They didn't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
In football, what does every great team start with?
A strong defense. Same's true in business.
Defense against what?
Cyber threats. That's why companies use Trend Micro.
What do they actually protect?
Your network, your data, your people, from ransomware, phishing, and more.
So it's not just antivirus?
Not at all. Trend Micro has a full defensive playbook trusted worldwide for over 35 years.
Sounds like the kind of defense every business needs.
Exactly. Don't get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Crisp air, cozy sweaters, and a home that's actually ready for fall. Exterior Pros and Baths is giving $3,000 off roofing, siding, windows, or bath remodels this month. Don't let your home be the only thing falling apart this season. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. Exterior Pros and Baths, because your house deserves a little sweater weather too.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Selling your home during winter may surprise you. Serious buyers are still out there and often more eager to move.
Homes get strong offers this time of year, and with less competition, your listing can really shine.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. Our team leads with faith, gratitude, and giving back, donating over $200,000 to local causes since 2020.
Tony Wendorf & Associates is ready to get to work for you with our white glove selling experience. Just search online, Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Whoa! What are these? Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Available in 2 great flavors, cheesy garlic or pepperoni. Both delicious. Screamin' Sicilian doesn't play around. They're fully loaded breadsticks that come in their own bakeable tray.
Dang! Woo! These are next level. Are they the main course?
Nah, just the appetizer. Find Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Bring the party, bring the flavor.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, reacting to Brian Windhorst and Shams Charania, all bringing light to Giannis Antetokounmpo and the reevaluation of his future in Milwaukee. As they say, in a couple weeks there will be a resolution. As I mentioned, I think what stands out to me most is I read like a resolution or a conclusion of what's to happen. Like, I mean, there was a whole offseason. I mean, we're in December and it's early December. I don't know how things are gonna. You can't change anything right now. They don't have the assets to go out and bring things in, so it just kind of feels kind of crappy. I'm just gonna reiterate that. Is that fair, guys? Am I off base?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It's just like it doesn't feel good talking about your generational superstar wanting to potentially leave.
Yeah, your job is
particularly this early.
Your job in the offseason to put the team in a position where you look at the trade deadline and say, what can we add to put us over the top? Right now, you're thinking, what can we add to make us competitive? And that's a problem in December.
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines on the Carbless Talk and Text line. We'll hear from KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Tim in Oregon, you're up on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
Sorry, it kind of sounds like a sad day, but here's the deal. He doesn't want to. He wants to do this. You clear his locker out, and you don't play him because if you're going to trade him, you can't get him injured. So maybe he doesn't even come to street clothes. If he wants to do this, he's out. He can go down to the New Orleans Pelicans. They have a lot of draft choices. He can sit next to Lane Kiffin down there. But if he's going to mouth off, he's the highest paid player in the whole
come on now,
league.
Tim.
Or
Tim,
what?
come on. Tim, like are you a Bucks fan for real?
No, it's over with.
No, I know it's over with. But you gonna put
Listen, I want to say something, Kyle. The only reason they won the championship is because Kevin Durant's toe was on the line.
Oh, well,
so he gets
sports,
a half
man.
a championship.
What do you mean?
Just like Aaron Rodgers gets a half.
I mean, you're talking about sports where his foot wasn't behind the line. That's what happened, right? Like that is. People got hurt. Injuries happen, right? The Milwaukee Bucks, maybe we go on, we beat the Boston Celtics if we don't have guys get injured. That's just what happens in sports. But to treat Giannis like this, that's bogus, man. Like, come on now. We shouldn't treat the guy like this. Regardless of the championship, the happiness. Look at the Deer District. Look at what we have.
He saved this franchise.
Look what he did for the city. I know you in Oregon, Wisconsin, but come on now. It's thriving here in Milwaukee.
Oregon, Wisconsin, Oregon, the state.
Or Oregon, Wisconsin. But all I'm going to say is this, is let's be very respectful of Giannis and everything that he has given us because I remember the dark days, just like I know Tim remembers the dark days of the Milwaukee Bucks. We would not be where we are at today. We would not have that championship if it was not for Giannis.
Yeah, if you can't enjoy the last 10-plus years of great basketball because of Giannis and the excitement and the MVPs and the championship, I'm not sure you'll ever enjoy Bucks basketball because we're about to be reminded of what Bucks basketball looks like without Giannis at the helm. So you treat him well.
Why are you giggling? What's so funny? You think
because I got
Giannis
caught
is funny?
playing with tape like I'm a. No, I got this. Started playing with a prop here. Let's go to Chris in Muskego on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
He's in Candyland. He's in
Giannis trying to figure out his future.
For him today.
Yeah, we even know he's going to be in Madison. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
we will.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Yeah, I would do
what's best for Milwaukee, and I think I would wait to the end of the season. I would trade Giannis, thank him. I mean, you all said the right stuff. He brought respect back to Milwaukee. He brought us a championship. Thank you, Giannis. You've been an outstanding person. You've been a good representative of the community. But when time comes, the time comes. Trade him for everything you can get for him at the end of the year. But I'd also do two more things. I'd get rid of Doc Rivers, and I'd find the best scouting people in the league, because whoever's working for us and scouting young talent, they don't know how to do it, and they need a boost in the scouting department. With all the first-round picks you can get for them, use it and recreate something new. Start a new Bucks fire in Milwaukee.
Chris, love your call. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm very distracted by the crinkling of tape that we're loudly hearing in the background while Chris is talking.
Hey,
I threw the tape. The tape is gone.
Rodman, the what is his role? Director of content there in ESPN Madison. Go grab the tape from Ben Brust. Get him under control.
Yeah, you have to take a toy away from
That was
him.
a really good call. Who cares about the tape? That was a really good call by Chris.
All I heard was
the only thing that I think we need to
crinkle.
The only thing that we need to reiterate is he's agreeing with all the things we're saying, but when he talks about getting the most trade value for Giannis, you don't wait until the end of the year, because if you do feel like moving on from him is the right thing for the Milwaukee Bucks, you do it before the trade deadline, because you can tell teams, well, your offer better be better. There's going to be more competition, and you get him for a half a season and the year after that. So you're going to get more assets than waiting a half a year and just doing it at the end of the year. I just want to make that very clear. If you do think it is best for Giannis to not be a Milwaukee Buck, and you believe that they have no chance to win a championship this year and the writing is on the wall, you do it sooner rather than later with the best offer. 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. Let's go to Phil in Cedarburg. Phil, you're up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I guess I gotta know a few things here. So, does Giannis want to get traded? Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Seems that way.
Yes.
Okay, so are we chucking in the season already? Have we decided? What do you guys? Is this team hopeless? Is that what you guys think, or do
Without
you think
Giannis,
this team can
yes.
turn around and be a good team?
It's not even about being hopeless.
With
Giannis,
He wants to win a championship. This is not a championship caliber roster.
Are we sure about that? Are we sure
Yes.
the team can't come together and be
Yes.
special? Are we?
Yes.
Are we?
Yes.
Are we positive?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Phil,
How many ways can you say yes?
Phil, look into the mirror and say, it's over. It's over. Just say it 100 times until it gets to your mind. It is over. We're not winning a title this year. We couldn't win one last year. Couldn't win one a year before. Couldn't win one a year before that. Hell, we can't even get out the first round.
And what's crazy is, loyalty runs through Giannis's veins. So he's probably thinking of every which way that he could stay with the team and win a championship. But even he, on the inside, with the basketball mind and basketball talent that we don't even know the likes of, he's looking at this and saying, I can't win with this. I got to go someplace else. And we as fans place the most importance on number of championships. We place it more than loyalty, more than anything. That's how we judge generational players. And honestly, with Giannis only having one, if he's going to be a generational player, he needs more, because that's the most important thing we put on these NBA players. So he looks at it and says, this isn't even championship caliber. I'm wasting my time. That's why this is not even waiting till the summer. That's probably why he's saying, I can't wait till the summer. It's got to happen now because I'm wasting my time here. That's at least how I read it.
Let's get to Anthony in Milwaukee before we get to Mark Silverman, Silvy, coming up next year on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Anthony, you're up on the Carbless Talking text line with KBN.
What's up, fellas? This is crazy, man. This team is not that bad. And then when he got hurt again this year, so what is he talking about, like, trying to get traded? Like, we traded for Dame. How did that work out? We didn't win anything. So thinking that we're just going to ship him out and he's going to win a championship is crazy. Let's not forget, we won the Eastern Conference Finals without him. You remember that, guys, right?
Yeah, it was a good team, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a long time ago, though. And a different roster, a different team.
Yeah, that's
okay. So that's what I'm saying. This team ain't that bad. We were 4th, 5th seed when he went down again, getting hurt, and now he wants to just get shipped out or something. Like, dude, where is he going to win a championship? I'll send him to Toronto.
Anthony, let me ask you a quick question. So, who's Giannis' best number 2? Who's the number 2 on this team that can lead us to a championship this year with Giannis or without Giannis?
Who was the number 2 for the Miami Heat when they beat us when they were the AC? Who was that number 2?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Exactly.
They had a whole good team around.
It was all we know is this Jimmy Butler.
Bam.
So you can't tell me this team can't come together and try to win. We couldn't even win the first round with Dame Lillard in them. So what are we talking about?
Why would Giannis want to leave then?
Exactly. That's exactly why they need to move on. They're sitting at plus 8,000 to win the NBA championship. Plus 8,000. The list is too long to count of the teams that are in front of them. If you truly believe, then you can head over to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Sportsbook, but it just ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean,
I understand.
Why would Giannis ask for
the emotional
a trade
reaction
if they actually had good players? But they don't have good players.
He wouldn't. He knows. This was why the whole offseason it felt like this is the closest it had been to him leaving, and then to see what the team looked like and how young and how far away they were from building a championship when he wants one now is how we got here and the time left on his contract. We'll go to the phone lines after we get with Mark Silverman, Silvy from ESPN 1000, who is not as delusional as you may think. If you heard David Kaplan on Monday, he is delusional of ESPN 1000. Mark Silverman, Silvy, joins us next here on Kyle, Brust Nortman as we get ready for Packers-Bears as well on Sunday at 3:25.
This is Kyle, Brust and Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A blizzard of $300,000 in prizes is rolling into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. It's Arctic action. 1 in, Step 1. Earn entries with your rewards card December 1st to the 18th. Step 2. Show up for Thursday drawings. Step 3. Be ready for a chance to pick from a weekly prize board. As a bonus, there'll be a jackpot drawing for the leftover prizes. Arctic action. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It's time for Cyber Monday, Dell Technologies' biggest sale of the year. Enjoy the lowest prices of the year on select PCs like the Dell 16 Plus featuring Intel Core Ultra processors. And with built-in advanced features, it's the PC that helps you do more faster. Plus, earn Dell rewards and enjoy many other benefits like free shipping, price match guarantee, and expert support. They also have huge deals on accessories that pair perfectly with your Dell PC and make perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods. Now through Wednesday, save on 64-ounce selected varieties Old Orchard juice, 2 for $5. 8.1 to 11.5 ounce selected varieties Bear Creek soup, fruit mix, 2 for $7. 6-ounce selected varieties Blue Diamond almonds, 2 for $6. 10.5 to 11.25 ounce selected varieties New York, Texas, or garlic toast, 2 for $5.
And now, time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. It's an app.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Ben Brust, live from the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. Brad and Kyle Strofe, they're all holding it down at the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All studios. And we are joined now by the host of Waddle and Silvy. He is the Silvy portion. Silvy, what is going on? We had Cap on earlier, and
what happened?
You know what? He was actually disappointing.
Our internet service in here, Brust, stinks, so repeat everything you just said.
All right. Well, I was letting you know that David Kaplan was disappointing because for someone who likes to talk a big game, when he got to the prediction of if the Bears will beat the Packers come Sunday, he basically just said, yeah, it's going to be a tight game, and it's going to be a cold game, it's going to be a Midwest weather game, and they sneak it out. There was no conviction. How come none of the Bears fans have any conviction, even though they're 9-3, about playing the Packers?
Okay, well, first of all, Cap is usually disappointing. Second of all, it is great to be on the Kyle and Nortman and Company show.
Nice.
So,
Kyle,
as always, Kyle, I appreciate the invite. Who's your company today? The guy who opened up with a question. I'm not sure, but it sounds like a guy who, when I had cancer in 2020, who sent me a picture of the two of us and basically wrote a note that said, I can't wait till you're cancer free so you can take me to my first Bears game.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
And now he's a Packer fan.
On the show. Wow. Oh, man.
My guy Kyle.
I always say, Silvy, this is the truth here. My favorite team is who I have money on. That is the truth of how my brain operates. And right now I'm so heavily leveraged in thinking the Bears are overrated that I hope the Packers beat the crap out of them.
Look, you did play Wisconsin, and like Yurko always says, Yurko's from here. You know, John Yurkovich, former Packer. He grew up a big Bears fan. He says you always bleed the color of the paycheck that you're getting. So I sort of understand it. I don't know how hard, like what I don't understand out of Brust, guys, is how hard he's going at Bears fans now, or that Bears fans are scared and this and that, talking all sorts of smack. So like I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I think I took the dictionary.com, rage bait definition a little too close to heart here. And I just literally on the Carbless Talk and text line, guys, KBN is trending in Bears podcast. They call Ben a fake Packers fan. Bears fans loving to hate on your show.
Yeah,
again, I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking my truth, as they say,
I will
Silvy.
say Ben is just, he's an instigator at heart, and there are few fan bases that are as instigatable as the Bears fans.
Look, I get it because, look, you guys know me, I think, a little bit. I don't know how well you guys know me yet, but I'm not one of these guys who will come on here and just give you one meatball take after another. I'm good for a few meatballs, not all meatballs, and I understand like a lot of people always say like we hate the Packers, and we do, but there's also part of me that is envious of the Packers because the string of winning, the window of contending is always open. Now, I know Packer fans have been upset. Only one with Favre, only one with Rodgers. But every year you guys open the season, you know you have a chance. When the Bears open the season, we hope. We hope that this could be a winning season. We hope that the Bears could make the playoffs. And we're hoping now, and we're seeing some proof, that Ben Johnson may finally be able to open up a window of contention where this can finally be a damn rivalry. Because it's no fun. It is no fun when this thing isn't a rivalry, and it hasn't been a rivalry in many, many years.
Yeah, that's well said, Silvy. And I do agree. It is more fun when this game has juice, when it has meaning, and when the teams are good. And that's what we're going to get on Sunday. And, I mean, you've watched every Bear game, so you're more qualified to answer this as we are as we kind of approach how the Packers are going to play against the Bears. But this defense of the Chicago Bears, turning the ball over, making there be turnovers to a degree that most teams in the NFL are not seeing. Is it due to a great defense or primarily due to a slew of bad quarterbacks that they've been able to take advantage of?
Yeah, I would not call them a great defense. Absolutely not. Like, there are areas that they are elite at in taking the ball away. Now, granted, they practice it, but you playing in the NFL, you know this, that like what team doesn't practice or stress taking the football away? I laugh at that, but I think they've gone the extra mile, kind of like when Lovie Smith was here. Dennis Allen is a hell of a coordinator. He's always had defenses that take the ball away. They don't pressure the quarterback well. They don't stop the run well. Though last week they had a lot of success against the Eagles. They're getting better, and you know all about it. Belief in this league is half the battle. When you start stacking these wins, all of a sudden you start believing you are good. 6 weeks ago we were asking guys, are the Bears a good team? And we didn't know the answer to that. Like, they're winning, but are they truly a good team? I think now with the way they run the football, with the way they take the football away, and with their coaching and Caleb making plays here and there, they're a really good football team. And these next 2 out of 3 games against the Packers will dictate just how great they can be.
Yeah, Silvy, you talked about that running game. How did the Green Bay Packers slow down that running game? If you were a defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, how are you taking away that rushing attack? Because we know Caleb Williams can't win a game on his arm.
Well, exactly. And like from the Bears standpoint too, Kyle, I'm saying I'm running at Micah. That's what you do to great pass rushers. You run at Micah. Now, look, are you going to gear up for that? Because the Bears, Ben has promised that he's going to get this pass game fixed. And I'll give you a stat here. And just to show you why this belief and why Bears fans are starting to get a little more chesty. Because we finally got something that you guys have always
chesty.
had.
I got
chesty, and look, I've got B cups, so I'm chesty. I can say it with some flair. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got man boobs.
Join the club.
Yeah, exactly. We finally have a guy where we're not at a disadvantage against your 2 coordinators, and I say 2 coordinators, LaFleur as your offensive coordinator and head coach, of course. You guys have 2 guys who are really good scheming. And then, the Vikings, Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, really good. And last week going up against Vic, we've got finally a guy to match wits with the other great coaches and schemers in the league. So if, you guys do load up, Caleb is still capable with Roma Dunze, DJ Moore, Colston Loveland, Zacchaeus.
You're bringing in Zacchaeus. You're really feeling yourself right now.
He's a good role guy, and you as a guy who played on Wisconsin and wasn't the top 3 guys when I'm going Frank the Tank and I'm listing all the guys, you were the role guy. So you were the Zacchaeus of Wisconsin. So they've got guys who can make plays.
Now we've gone too far with the
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay. Who averaged more points than Sam Decker in the 2014 Final Four the whole season? Me, second in the team behind Kaminsky.
Who needs to point it out? Whoa. Who needs to point that stuff out?
I'm putting my chest out now. After that, you're coming into our house on Kyle Brust Nortman.
You told me 1000. You told me at the beginning of this that you were disappointed in Cap that he didn't bring it. I can't rip the Packers because you guys whip our ass every year, but I can rip you. That's sure as hell going to happen.
And we'll allow it every single time.
Yeah,
Put him in his
everyone
place.
will allow it. I just pick and choose when I want to be a whiny baby about it, and I chose right there. Now, how confident are you? Because, it's fun to do these, we'll place a bet thing with you. It's cross-show bet, but, it's not fun unless you truly believe that the Bears will come into Lambeau and win the game, because it's obviously a 6.5-point spread. And I put something together that I like to offer, but not from a spread standpoint, from a straight-up standpoint.
Why? Why not a spread standpoint?
What do you mean, why? I want to see how confident you are in your team that you said is really good.
All right, well,
and
I already
that can match Halfley and LaFleur. You said all this stuff now. Come on, now. You can't now pull a Cap on me.
It's true now. Tausch has taken up all my powder because I owe him and Wildy 2 or 3 pizza parties, and I think we're going to have a bet again tomorrow. Can we do let's do a series bet, and let's do the 2 games, and then the tiebreaker is whoever goes further in the postseason. If it's 1-1,
kind of like that.
I like that.
Because instead of one game and here and there.
I'm fine with that. So my proposal is based off who wins and goes further. You have to get your eyebrows done like Matt LaFleur, and we will have to do an entire show with our shirts off with good, better, best written on it.
I could have sworn we said it was going to be a
segment, maybe, or maybe an hour, a whole show. But okay.
How does LaFleur do
B cups?
Yeah. How does LaFleur do his eyebrows? I've never noticed this.
Oh, he does them well.
That was the first thing we all noticed as opening press conference.
Yeah, $100 a week in his man grooming.
Ooh, look, Kyle. I'm a waxer though. I get my back waxed and I do get the eyebrows waxed, so that's no big deal for me. Let's do it.
So it's got to be a level up then.
Oh, you're a champ then, because you know what we got. I don't know about if you knew, but we got our man region wax one time, and it was cool the first couple days until I started getting them heat bumps.
You went downstairs? You went with the wax downstairs.
Yeah, it was for a Brazilian. It was
we
for
raised
a good
money
cause.
for charity, so we had to follow through on your pizza party. So since you're a great waxer, we might as well go to the nether regions.
We're not going to the nether regions. I've been kicked there too much by the Packers. I'm not going there for any sort of bet. I'll go eyebrows. I'm good with that. And you guys do good, better, best.
You said that they're eyebrows. You could, if you didn't say that you have already done your eyebrows, then we would have done it, and you'd been like, all right, this is great. I have nothing to lose here. But now we got to put something on the line for you since you already do your eyebrows.
So let me get this straight. You offer a bet, I accept, but I tell you why I accept, and now you're changing the bet.
It's got to involve a little bit of sacrifice, Silvy. There's no sacrifice
I'll say
there.
this. The first couple of days, I was smooth as a baby's bottom.
It's always that. You should.
I was reading Braille.
You on my back too. You could do. You can read Braille on my back. Believe me, I got the bumps.
Oh man.
So I'll have to make sure that Kyle and Brad are on board because I did go rogue there, and since it's Kyle and Nortman and company, I don't know if I should have done that.
He went rogue.
What do you guys think?
I'm down to do a little something. Listen, I don't mind taking my shirt off for a little bit. A whole hour, I'd be like, I need to put my shirt on. But we should definitely do a bet. I'm more than happy to go shirtless for at least an hour. 100%.
Okay, good.
But I'm not too concerned about it because I do think I won't say Milwaukee Brewers. I do think the Green Bay Packers bring out them brooms.
Oh, sweep. Like you thought the Brewers were going to sweep, though, too. Granted, you guys did win, but it was at least a good series. And we had a good time. I don't know if you saw, I went up there for Game 5 with the Barstool gang, and we had a great time with Big Cat and everybody except for the game, which absolutely stunk. And that's one thing that I will add to you guys is, yeah, I know. is like we talked a lot about Craig Counsell and my shock on what Craig Counsell really turned out to be. It's the exact opposite with Ben Johnson. I know you guys are busting my balls now about Ben Johnson, but this guy, I'm telling you, is the real deal. Yeah.
He is a smart coach. I will give you that. He's a smart coach, and regardless of how those 9 wins came about, that's impressive to turn around a team that fast to be true contenders. I won't say true contenders, to be among the teams that are doing successful. We'll say that.
And Silvy, we talked a lot of Bears-Packers. We appreciate you joining us before Waddle and Silvy coming up on ESPN 1000 at 3:30. Your take as somebody who covered the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan and all those championships. The news that we've been talking a lot about today is Giannis Antetokounmpo, the one championship, the first in 50 years, and the uncertainty that Bucks fans have. As someone who's boycotted your own team from attending Bulls games, what do you look at the Milwaukee Bucks and think the best path for them is now, where it's coming up on December 4th, where all offseason this was the talk, and it seems a little early for it to show up?
You guys, look, take it from me, from someone who's been a perennial rebuilder, and sometimes the Bulls don't rebuild. And with the Bears, I've experienced it. You guys go from one good quarterback to the next good quarterback. Sometimes you don't want to live or find out how the other half lives. I said that when Rodgers left. Jordan Love has been better than I thought. But, like, you found Giannis. Giannis's are hard to find and get. Whether you're trying to acquire one, you just mentioned one in 50 years. So, like, yeah, you could say, hey, we could try and bottom out. We could try and get assets. But do you have faith that the Bucks or the Spurs, where they're going to get Wemby just like they got Duncan, and just like before that they got David Robinson? It usually doesn't happen. The Bulls have consistently tried to rebuild. They had Derrick Rose, and then he got hurt. That was as close as they've gotten. But since Michael retired, there's been one Eastern Conference championship berth, and that's it. So I wouldn't run from a superstar. I'm not telling you that it's wrong to trade him. I'm just telling you shouldn't be in a hurry to run from a superstar.
Yeah. Well, we will see how it goes. And Silvy, I know you got to run to your show. We appreciate the time, and we'll get this brain trust together and get back to you.
Yeah, I know the real brains behind the operation. Alex, text me.
Okay. He definitely doesn't know Alex Strofe well. He's definitely done the buttering up to Silvy that he called Strofe.
We all know I'm a genius. There's no denial, no denying my genius. Silvy knows that.
Of course. All right, good to talk to you guys. Good luck.
Genius drop-in from our guy, yeah. A genius drop-in from Alex Strofe. The only genius that we do talk about on a daily basis is Gina Della from Pella. Am I right?
Oh, you're exactly right. I mean, she is genius from everything from the deals that Pella Windows and Doors has to how your home will look when the project is all said and done. And the snow, the cold, the wind, boy, it's going to be in the negative degrees tomorrow. It's just a reminder that you got drafty windows, you got old doors, and it's keeping you from your home from able to have the highest value and your energy cost being the lowest possible. But wait no longer, because Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin wants to give you an early Christmas present. 0% interest for 24 months, and you get all the options, the customizations, everything that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin offers you. And you go to their showroom, you see exactly all the things that they can do. You will be nothing short of inspired when you see all their product and all the ways they can customize and make it fit exactly your budget and your home. So don't wait any longer. Get this done before the end of the year and start 2026 with a brand new home that feels from inside and out completely different because of Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. 0% interest, 24 months. Visit them on the showroom, give them a call, or visit them at PellaWI.com.
Kyle, quit your laughing during Gina Dell from Pella's wonderful promotion going on right now.
If you focus on what Gina Della is telling you about and what Brad's telling you about versus me, you ever acting nervous defending your career? My goodness, I am not like that. I averaged more points than Sam Decker during the Final Four run. I am. What's wrong with you? Okay, you're twiddling your thumbs, you're playing with paper, you're insecure.
Accusing me of kissing up when I'm booking guests for the show on Bears Week?
Yeah, what's going on over? Are you nervous to go to the Kohl Center tonight? Are you nervous to be back on campus after you said all that negative stuff?
This is the classic Okay, I hear y'all. This is the classic when one person of any of us four go to Madison or are not in the same place as the others. It turns into a bloodbath to the person that is not in the same place.
There is a gang up.
You would agree.
Thank you, Brad.
He is being insecure today. And I don't know what's going on. He's twiddling his thumbs. He's calling people out.
I'm literally doing what I always do. When Brad starts doing a live read, I zone out. I go do my own thing. I talk to Stroh. Hey, what are you giggling about over there? You do all that sniggling and giggling with Stroh all the dang time. Now you want to focus on me? What's the insecurity?
We didn't know you were in Madison until an hour before the show.
That was
Sorry,
a surprise.
guys.
That was a surprise.
And that comes a week after he pulled me aside when I had a scheduled day off. And he goes, hey, you really need to be better about communicating when you're going to be off. So I get a text at 1:04 p.m. Oh, by the way, sorry, guys. I'm in Madison today.
12:53.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry if I didn't tell you yet, but I'm about to go have some fun in Madison and go take meetings to go get my car detailed. I went to Zimbrick European to get my car detailed. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, You know what's funny? We were talking to Greg Scalzo about this yesterday because Greg told us, he said, you're going to Madison tomorrow, Greg. What do you got to do? He said, I have 6 meetings. 6 meetings. Ben is going to, hang out with his good friend at Zimbrick European, which is phenomenal and fantastic.
Who's the man?
Who's the man, but also a good friend to Ben. You know what I'm saying? He gets to have pleasure and fun. He didn't do anything this morning but sit there, talk, hang out with his friend, and then go to the game tonight. Oh, my God.
And then comes on the show, twiddling his thumbs with tape.
Playing tape.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
Do you think...
Nope.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
The problem is you can say all you want about being process-driven, but your process can be right, and if the execution sucks, you lose that game yesterday.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
That's great that you went for it on all 3 of those 4th downs, and you netted 2 touchdowns, but that's because your players did the job. They got it done. And in other games, they haven't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. It took an extra session, but Marquette dug deep and stormed back to knock off Valparaiso 75-72 in overtime at Fiserv Forum. Freshman standout Nigel James Jr. delivered a breakout performance, pouring in a career-high 21 points while adding 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals to power the Golden Eagles.
James, top of the circle, drives by Brown, floater in the lane. Continuation. Counted in a foul. That was not easy.
Now sitting at 5-4, Marquette turns its attention to a big in-state showdown on Saturday afternoon as they head to Madison to battle their rivals, the Wisconsin Badgers.
For more than 40 years, Network Health has been the trusted experts in health plans. Just like you, they're honest, hardworking, and grateful to call Wisconsin home. Whether you're seeking coverage for yourself, your family, or your employees, Network Health has you covered with a range of options, including individual and family marketplace plans, employer plans, and Medicare Advantage plans. Call Steve Llewellyn, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event. Now through Wednesday, shop extended Black Friday savings store-wide, up to 50% off or more while supplies last. Like over half off 16-piece Farberware knife block sets, 60% off select 2-packs of Milwaukee tool batteries, $79 while supplies last. Shop extended Black Friday savings on Carter's brand infant and toddler playwear, half price, and Ruger Universal handgun cleaning kits, 60% off. Don't miss extended Black Friday deals only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit-style, thick, crispy, unapologetically Screamin'.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and it's championship weekend. Did you miss last weekend's football? 9-4 against the spread. Everybody goes deeper into profit. Add the props, soccer, and more, and make more money this holiday season. This week, only $49 get you championship football weekend. You get 4 plays on Saturday, 4 on Sunday, and 9 players props. Only $49. Go to FatJackSports.com and win this weekend for as little as $49 to make money at FatJackSports.com.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, I'm still wondering over the last couple minutes if the Nortman, Kyle, and company all got it off their chest, all the anger. I mean, the unleashing at Ben Brust.
Brad Nortman didn't even say he defended you. Now he's throwing you under the bus, Brad.
This is what insecurity does to a man.
You don't even know.
Everybody's his enemy now.
Ben's coming out swinging.
Woe is me.
Yeah. Ben versus the world, man.
Brad, just remember this. Whenever Ben tries to, we bully up on Ben, remember, you should just join us because he's going to throw you under the bus anyways.
Next time I'll just pick a side. And
Semi. Just ran you over.
Brad doesn't know how to pick a side. He doesn't have a backbone.
That was the first one you mentioned.
Now he says you don't have a backbone.
Yeah.
He's just
all right,
crushing
Ben,
you.
just here it comes. Lash Out City.
Yeah, Lash Out City, Ben Brust. My goodness, the insecurities are real.
It is Kyle, Brust, and Oh my gosh! Across ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Strofe is giving us a KBN Sports Desk update.
Yeah, an update from down south in Chicago. One of their two of their running backs went over 100 yards rushing against the Eagles last week. Kyle Manungai did not practice today with an ankle injury.
Oh, that sucks. I'm a big fan of his.
He's a hard runner.
He was great at Rutgers, and
he runs really hard.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
No, he's good.
So I don't know.
No, when they drafted him, I said because remember they went aggressive on offense, and they drafted Loveland, who I didn't really like that much. Luther Burden and him. I said, dang, they trying to get some pieces, and they got some pieces. He's really good.
Do we have time, Alex Strofe, for the Bears fan take of the day?
Sure. It's very fast.
All right, let's hit it quickly. Yeah, you're right. You're right, it is. We hear from the Bears fan take of the day.
My Bears fans take of the day is that Chicago is going to go to Green Bay and beat the Packers because they're a better football team with a better offense. That's my take of the day. Ben Johnson's sexier than Matt LaFleur.
Okay. Yeah.
That was wrong on every account.
Yeah, for real.
They have a worse offense. Matt LaFleur is better looking. Sexier, I might even say. And they're not the better team.
He just was talking. Is this what he does 4 to 6 every day? Just talks, just says things, just randomly says things. It's hard to go from Silvy, who is
our new part-time producer, and Madison Owen chuckled when you said that, Kyle. I don't know if he's laughing at you or Jim, but I think it's Jim.
Making enemies in the first month on the job, Owen. Be careful.
And also, it's me against the world, so now I'm putting Owen up against Jim Rutledge in his first month. Poor guy's going to get an earful now. What I need all of us to do is to remember that. I'm sorry. This is I'm looking for it.
What is happening?
He's trying to scroll through your phone.
Pregnant pause. Pregnant pause.
Remember, dude, I think this is the same time yesterday I had that pause.
Yeah,
I need everyone.
He's lagging like a video game.
To remember.
Let me open up my phone here. It's moving slow. Let me stall a little bit more. Ben, you got it up. You ready to go to tell
Kyle, this is just a setup for you to tell us about American Family Insurance.
Oh, well, I'm so happy to tell you about.
It sure is, Strofe.
I am so excited to tell you you about American Family Insurance. If you are looking for homeowners insurance or car insurance or even looking to bundle, you can do it all under one roof with American Family Insurance, because just like a great team needs great protection, American Family Insurance knows your family needs that too. That's why they make life better by protecting your dreams with outstanding home and auto policies. Visit amfam.com today to get a quote instantly online or find an agent near you. With American Family Insurance, you already know what it is. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Visit amfam.com today.
If you're the Milwaukee Bucks, are you calling it quits and working on trades to get it done right now, or just trying to make it right with Giannis and get him to stay as long as he can? 800-990-3776 is the Carpus Talk text line. We discussed that with you all in 2 short minutes.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Packers-Bears coming up Sunday at Lambeau Field, and the winner will be in first place of the NFC North through the first 14 weeks of the NFL season. The Bears, currently at 9-3, are the number 1 seed in the NFC overall, and Packers safety Evan Williams says that adds a little bit of juice.
It's definitely going to be a big game. There's a little extra hype behind that. In that sense, as a team, we all understand the type of game that it's going to be.
It should be a good one between these two division rivals. A 3:25 kickoff at Lambeau Field. The Packers 6.5-point favorites.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Need to find that perfect home? Don't sell. Upgrade with a home equity loan. Renovate that kitchen. Retile that bath. You choose the fixtures. Let us do the math. Tri-City National Bank. Equal housing lender. NMLS 433891.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
800-990-3776. Where this is more. Stevie chimes in. Have you noticed about Bears fans, the red flag, where they don't even try to criticize us or make fun? It's like a false posturing. We're really good at this and this and this. If you were legitimately yapping, then you'd be yapping. And that's the energy I've been feeling all week from Chicago Bears fans is they're excited about winning games, but they truly don't believe that this team will go much further than where they've gotten. Sure, they might make the playoffs, but they're not built to play a good team and win in a game in the playoffs. But I do want to turn our attention back to what shockingly became the story of the day. It started at ESPN Cleveland, where Brian Windhorst joined and said, Giannis scrubbed his social media, but he already said he wanted to be traded to the Knicks in the offseason. Shams Charania says that Giannis and his agent are meeting with the Bucks to come up with a conclusion in the next 2 weeks here of what the direction they want to go is. But when I read into that, they had the entire offseason to do so. But if you're the Bucks, do you put your foot into the ground and say, well, we're not trading you? We think we can do something here at the trade deadline, even though they really don't have assets, and the team is kind of mid, and say we're going to do this one last run? Or do you grant him the trade because you think you want to do right by him? I want to know from you guys in at 800-990-3776.
I think the Bucks have no choice. I think they have to trade him. It gives me no pleasure to say that, but if Giannis has made up his mind and he's thinking that in 2 years free agency is coming anyway, and no matter what at that point he will not be a Milwaukee Buck, because I don't see a clear path in order to make this team a true championship contender in that time, then the Bucks have no choice but to try to elicit something for the greatness that is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yes, you could dig your heels and you could say, no, we're not trading you. You're under contract. First of all, it's hard to say to a superstar like Giannis, particularly in a superstar-driven league like the NBA. But even if you're able to do that, even if you're able to just entrench your feet, what's going to happen over the next year or two? You might make the playoffs with Giannis if he continues to have a good enough attitude to be able to, not get what he wants, if that's indeed what he wants, and still put up great MVP numbers. This team might be slightly improved next year, but they're not going to be a championship contender. And then Giannis will be so probably jaded at the organization because they didn't do what he asked when he wanted to, wasted another year and a half of his career, that he's for sure going to leave, and the Bucks will receive nothing in return. So if Giannis has already made up his mind, Silvy is right, where it's like, beware of life without Giannis, beware of life without a superstar. But I'm not sure they have an option. They have to do what they can do. They have to do everything they can do to get as much as they possibly can out of him. And unfortunately, that means trading him sooner than later, because there's a real risk of getting absolutely nothing in return. And then you're in big trouble for a really long time.
Yeah. What Horst needs to understand is that his main job is to do right by the Milwaukee Bucks. And with that, doing right by the Milwaukee Bucks is trading a player that no longer wants to be here in Milwaukee, and trading a player, but at this point, that you have failed to build around him. You have displayed year after year after year, granted injuries and things happen, that we have not been able to get to the ultimate goal of winning a championship. So doing right by the Milwaukee Bucks is moving on from Giannis Antetokounmpo. But you have to understand, you get to dictate the guidelines around how you are going to trade him. And what I say is this, is that when you're trading Giannis, obviously, stupidly, you're willing to trade him in the Eastern Conference, which makes no sense to me. And I would tell him the red line we can't cross is you can't stay in the East. You got to go west. I cannot have you come here to play us 3 to 4 times a season for you to be able to beat up on us like that. I'll see you once a year, but I'll trade you to the west. And then on top of that, you have to let Giannis know that, Giannis, we're not going to gut the team completely, but you do have to understand we need to build an organization here that can be sustainable. We're going to gut draft picks, and we're going to take some talent away. So you have to understand that there's a few select places that we're going to send you, and we're going to try to put you in the right place. But you do have to understand we're going to need to take 2 or 3 guys away from you and a lot of draft pick capital away from you as well. You got to work with us. But the Milwaukee Bucks cannot and they should not just trade Giannis where he wants to go. That would be a travesty for this organization, and we will find ourselves kicking ourselves for a decade or longer if you trade Giannis where he wants to go without getting the package we deserve. Remember what we gave up for Dame. Remember what we gave up to get Drew Holiday. Remember what it took to get Desmond Bain down to Orlando.
And also look around the league.
You said what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look around the league.
Yes, exactly. Looking around the league.
So you have to put the Bucks in a position where we are looking at a 3 to 4 year rebuild, not a 5 to 10 year being in the middle.
Yeah, and real quick, I mean, you're exactly right. The problem is, it sounds like he wants to go to New York Knicks. I can't think of a trade package that the Knicks would give us that they would actually accept. They don't have many draft picks that would be suitable for a player like Giannis. And the players that they would need to stay championship caliber, they're not going to give up to the Milwaukee Bucks. So that is where I agree with Kyle in this point. If he's decided he wants to get traded, you got to trade him. But I would be very particular and I would be very staunch in my stance that, like, I got to get as much as possible. And that might mean you're not going to the Knicks. It might mean you're going to, the Rockets, where we can get with maybe the Hawks, because we need to get as much as we possibly can for you, because that's the only way this makes sense for us. We want to do right by you. You got to do right by us a little bit going out the door too.
I think this audio is very important because it's right from the source, right? You had a lot of reporting about rumors and, where he wants to go and who's approaching the Bucks. And it does sound like the Knicks offered something and it didn't work out and it wasn't good enough for the Bucks and maybe Giannis. But I think it's important as we are in this conversation to listen to Giannis with his brother Thanasis on an exclusive with the Thanasis show because he talks about what is most important to him.
So that's in the past. Now we just gotta create some new memories. So yeah, I'm trying to win a second ring, man. I really believe it. And I'll say this here. This is one of my goals. Like, everybody plays to win, but like, me not having a second championship, like, I look back at my career and everybody can say, oh, he had an incredible career, active Hall of Famer, first ballot, whatever. But like, me, my personal goal, like, if I'm not able to help my team win a second ring, like, I'm letting down myself. Like, I really want to win the second one. Hopefully I do it. Hopefully I'm healthy.
That was Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Thanasis show with his brother talking about one of his goals is to have a second championship. So I think when you talk about the Milwaukee Bucks moving forward, you need to talk about it in a lens of, are the Milwaukee Bucks presenting Giannis Antetokounmpo with an opportunity to win a second championship? Because unfortunately, the way it is in the NBA is the players have a lot of power. This isn't like the NFL. They can do a lot with their agent to try and find the right team, and the right team that you find needs to have something, as Kyle said, to make sure the Bucks are made good on what they trade Giannis for. But if they don't, like, if I went to 10 people on the street, maybe not even that. I'm more so saying, if anyone has gone to a Bucks game and you watch them and you say, hey, is this a championship caliber team? Well, 10 people on the street might not have watched the Bucks. That's why I'm going to anyone who's been to a Bucks game.
What are we doing?
The damn play!
If I went to 10 people on the street, well, maybe not 10, maybe a couple. Well, 10 people may have.
But maybe they haven't watched the Bucks.
We're just assuming it's 10 people on the street, man. Dang.
Just do the damn analogy.
What do they got in that Madison water? What did you drink today before you got on this show?
Nothing. I'm just me, man.
Yeah,
but you guys get my point, right? You guys get my point on my long-winded analogy.
What are you asking 10 people on the street that watch the Bucks? What is the question you're asking them?
Is this team championship caliber, and can Giannis win one? And if the answer is no, and the future does not say yes, then you have your answer, because that is his ultimate goal.
I don't need 10 people on the street to tell me what we already know. I don't give a damn what they think.
For an hour and a half.
Listen, at the end of the day, this Milwaukee Bucks team is cooked.
I think you guys need to be nicer. I really do. I really do. I'm hitting my breaking point. You guys got to be a little bit nicer.
How about you just be better? There's an idea. Just be better. Stop giving us material.
You need to take a breath. When we go to break, I need you to take a little lap, walk around, stretch out a little bit.
It's hot here.
There we go. Can we go to Ron and the Key, please?
Yeah, Stroph's running the show. We'll go to Ron and the Key on the Cardinals Talking text line.
All right, so we've reached
Ron,
the point of the season where Kyle flip-flopped on horse to get. Wait, what?
Are you on the street right now, Ron?
See, now he's even confused. He's confusing everybody.
Ron.
Am I one of the 10 people that Ben may or may not talk to on the street? Kyle flipped again on Horst is or isn't good at his. Because you were just 2 weeks ago flipped that. Oh no, Horst did a good job. This team makes sense.
Yeah, that is
They're
true.
winning.
No, they were. They were. And, after 25 games, Giannis and I came together and evaluated. Actually, to be quite honest, is that I didn't realize how bad they would be without Giannis. I mean, they're a bottom feeder without Giannis. And
They're built to play with Giannis.
Yeah.
Turns out any team, if you take out Joker or Giannis or Luka, any team they're on is going to be bad.
Austin Reeves went in, and you still have Jamal Murray. Like, those teams still have good number twos. Like, we don't have that. We're much worse than what we are.
What did Denver?
I'm sorry, what?
We're like that because of Giannis.
Yeah,
but it's not like
it's not like they're 15-5 with Giannis, right? They're 500 with Giannis, right? So the team isn't well built around him. And I can't go back and say that, Horst did a horrible job trying to keep Giannis's friends and teammates on the team, basically trying to appease Giannis. Because that's what you do. You appease a superstar. The problem is none of their draft picks worked out. None of the big swings worked out in Dame. Clearly not Miles Turner. If Giannis doesn't look at that and say,
Giannis didn't work out.
Why?
You guys know that it's Giannis that has missed the playoffs more than anybody else, right?
No, that's fine. It is
Giannis
what it is.
The one that's been hurt.
No, it is what it is. And listen, at the end of the day, yes, Horst didn't do a good enough job, but he tried. He kept taking swings at it, which is something I appreciate. But this Milwaukee Bucks basketball team is not built to win a championship, and this is a time really you're late. The Bucks did what the Packers never do.
So
they
to Ron's
waited
point,
too
real
late.
quick,
They
Kyle,
should have traded Giannis this offseason.
Do you trust that John Horst would be able to execute a trade based off his resume?
No.
And it's the draft picks that it's we've shown no ability to draft quality players.
Yeah, and that is the biggest problem why I think John Horst has to go, because John Horst has not been able to evaluate draft picks, and this is what everything's going to be built on. You're going to get a whole bunch of draft capital and assets that you're going to need to get right. You can't mess around, right? Because you can mess around when you have Giannis because you're trying to build something around him. Now you're looking for your future Giannis. When I say future Giannis, not exactly Giannis, but your next franchise player, your superstar. And Horst has not shown the ability to be able to do that. He's shown the ability to be extremely creative, to create cap space, to continue to try to put guys around Giannis. But when it comes to drafting and building a roster through youth, he has not been able to do that. So I don't trust Horst to get the job done for us to move on to the next phase.
Some GMs have different skill sets, right? Horst might have been perfect to finally get that championship, push it over the finish line, and try to take advantage of Giannis's peak years. Another GM might be more adept at finding young talent and roster building. So if they went in a different direction, I wouldn't be mad. And I can't say that I think he made any horrible decisions that couldn't be undone. The problem is Giannis got injured. Chris Middleton was injured sometimes. It's just how the game is played. We still got a championship, and we'll always have 2021.
What I do love doing is driving down the Beltline, seeing the Princeton clubs in Madison, knowing that even if I want to go to them here, I can hit the steam room, at the sauna. I do that at the New Berlin location. And you can have a strong body, a strong mind, and help provide a strong community by going to the Princeton Club. Get the lowest rate right now, and you can lock that in for 2026. So you have a health club where they're cheering for you. You feel the environment. They provide everything you need to meet your goals, small or large, whatever it is. Get started now at the Princeton Club with that lowest rate and lock that in. Princeton Club, join for your better tomorrow. We're going to hear Brad out next, and I'm glad you didn't tweet out that it's going to be the best Hear Brad out ever, because you really under-delivered. So I'm just hoping for a good performance here, Brad. Can you promise us a good performance?
No, I'm going to promise you great. Greatness is waiting for you on the other side of this break.
Nothing like letting down the audience. More next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Well, the dance floor specifically. I'm still sore, man. I dance my booty off.
Well, you don't have muscles. You don't have a booty, so I don't know how you dance that. You ask your back off. Your back.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
On 43, we've got delays from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette. Our earlier accident in the Marquette itself, right around Wisconsin Avenue, has been cleared. Southbound 41, backing up from about Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive. Northbound from Mayfair Road up to about Silver Spring. Eastbound 94, just a pocket of heavy traffic from 84th to Hawley Road. Westbound's backed up from just before 27th Street to Hawley Road as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, gradual clearing, frigid, a low of 2 above, with wind chills of 5 below to 15 below. Then tomorrow, sunny and cold, a high of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 59. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Whether it's morning routines or weekends on the sidelines when the temperature drops, America brings the heat with Hot Hands. Hot Hands are America's favorite hand, toe, neck, and even body warmers to help you stay warm and cozy from head to toe. Hot Hands are fast-acting, they're long-lasting, and they are made right here in the USA. Look for the Hot Hands logo and the bright orange packages at your favorite store or online, and keep doing what you love out there with Hot Hands, warming up America coast to coast.
Find the most wonderful gifts at Macy's Friends and Family Sale with incredible deals on our best brands like Donna Karan, Avec La Fille, Calvin Klein, and more, all at 30% off. Plus, take 15% off beauty and fragrance from Lancôme, Clinique, and Yves Saint Laurent. Or Star Rewards members can earn $20 in Star money for every $100 spent on eligible brands. Going on now, only at Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. Or you could also try the new Holiday Stick Sampler Pack featuring Winter Wonderland, Mary Berry, Gingerbread, and Santa's Cinnaberry. It's stick size and a great way to try all the favorite flavors of the season. So go to Kringle.com to order or call them at 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night Show for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, UKBN Nation, as always, at 800-990-3776. I'm going to take some accountability. Hand up, pat on the back to me. A bad 30 minutes from Ben Brust. Bad brain for 30 minutes. That is in the past. We move forward. All the mean things that you've said about me have been justified and right.
Yes, I agree with that part. The bad brain, though, has been an hour 26, and maybe even longer.
Wow. Real rich coming from Alex Strofe.
What is that supposed to mean? What would sick burn, bro?
And now it's an hour 28 that I've been bad. We're going to go to Hear Brad Out, 800-990-3776 on YouTube, at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Brad has always overpromised and underdelivered, so I'm hoping that he shifts the tide. Good brain?
Sure, yeah.
Let's just get to hear Brad out.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
All right, guys. You know, last weekend and rivalry weekend for college football, it reminded me how much I love trophy games and games that have a little moniker to it. And it's time that the Packers-Bears adopts the same thing. Kyle, wipe that face off your look. Like that look off your face.
Off your look,
Yeah, it's starting to spread.
Yeah.
It's like an infection.
I'm just going to be quiet for the next
You can't blame me.
Okay. That's right. The Bears-Packers rivalry, one of the greatest rivalries in all of sports. It deserves to have a trophy game, and it deserves to have it named after something. It always improves it. You got like the game with Michigan, Ohio State, the Iron Bowl with Alabama and Auburn, of course, Paul Bunyan's Axe with Minnesota and Wisconsin. All great rivalries are capped off with a name and a trophy. So that's exactly what I'm going to do for the Bears-Packers. Imagine the Bears and Packers playing one another, and not only do you get the victory, but you get to parade around with the trophy, and you get to put it then in your locker room, wherever you have it, to be able to enjoy for that much more level of intensity in the rivalry. The Packers and the Bears players, they know how important this rivalry is. They're talking about it all week. And thanks to our friends at ChatGPT, I have used it to construct what the trophy and what the name of the game is going to be. The name of the game is the Founders Game. That's right, the Founders Game. It's a nod to the Curly Lambeau and to George Halas as the originators of the NFL. They are they have the trophy is a bust of the two heads of them. You got George Halas on one side. For our listening audience, imagine like the Hall of Fame bronze bust that they have for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. George Halas looking one way, looking the other direction is Curly Lambeau. The Halas-Lambeau trophy, when you win it, when the Packers win it, they take the Lambeau-facing bust and they put it in their locker room. One, for Curly Lambeau always looking upon this team, and two, George Halas, you're looking at the wall. Imagine taking a tour of Lambeau Field, and you get to see the Halas-Lambeau trophies. Oh, so much pageantry, so much tradition that you're going to start.
Why is Halas first? It should be Lambeau first.
Well, usually you do it alphabetically.
I give a damn about that.
Okay. Well, how about this? For whoever wins on Sunday, for the very first Halas-Lambeau or Lambeau-Halas trophy game, they get to make it. And there's the Founders Game. You can see it again on YouTube. It's like a shield. Every player wears the Founders Game patch on their jersey when they play the Packers and Bears. It's just another level of intensity, of uniqueness to the Bears-Packers rivalry. The Founders Game and the Halas-Lambeau or Lambeau-Halas trophy. That's a traveling trophy, just like the college football trophies and games that they have as their rivalry. Well, boys, what do you say?
Yeah, they play twice a year.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Get your thoughts in on the Founders Game between the Bears and the Packers with the Lombardi-Halas trophy. See, I said it right, Kyle.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The best thing you've done all day. This is stupid. They play twice a year. I get it. Maybe if you do it once a year and it's the NFL, like these grown men, you don't need gimmicks. But they play twice a year, Brad, and this year they play twice in 3 weeks. So you mean to tell me if the Packers win, they get the Lambeau-Halas trophy for a week, and then they got to give it back if they lose to the Bears after that?
Yes.
That takes away the juice.
No, the juice is then maybe the Bears come and take it back, or maybe you celebrate it again. You might have two celebrations with it, and it's all that more important for those late season rivalries where you get to have it all off season.
Would it be as cool if they gave away turkeys twice or 3 times a year?
Turkeys?
The turkey leg. When you get a turkey leg.
Well, it's Thanksgiving.
It's turducken, right?
That's different.
It's cool. It's cool at that point, but it's not cool if you're doing it all the time. It has to be prestigious, once a year. That's why these rivalry games in college football work so well, because you have to wait a whole calendar year for your next opportunity to bring home that trophy for whatever game you have against another rival of yours.
Ben, are you in agreement?
I'm Team Brad.
Yeah.
And I think I've come to the conclusion that Kyle Wallace goes in to hear Brad out, not with an open mind, simply just to destroy Brad Nortman's ideas, that he is now jaded in his thinking where whatever Brad says, it is wrong.
Brad has just had
I like it,
stupid
Brad.
ideas.
I think it's fun. No, I actually think I love the name of the game, the Founders Game. It pays homage to the greatness and longevity of the NFL. The patch is a great idea.
Pays homage.
Homage?
Same thing.
Homage.
Pays homage.
It's the French way of saying
I'm
it.
going to go look up some pictures on Google Images.
You could have let it slide. And Brad, you should back me up because I'm Team you.
No, dumb brains
I love
are uniting right now.
You don't like
Nortman is awesome.
No.
Nortman nails one.
Yeah.
Nortman is awesome, and Nortman nails one was a text from the same person, just so you know.
That's right. Doubling down. I appreciate that. Whoever that is, they got a smart brain.
YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee is also getting some love. Hell yeah, I like it, Brad.
I've never had this much support on an idea before.
True.
I have never. I feel this feels good, boys. I feel validated. I feel excited. I already know Rob Demovsky is going to agree with me too.
To be a founder, what do you need to be?
Well, they were just like using the term
an OG loosely, franchise.
No, wait. To be a founder, don't you have to be like the original?
That would be technically yes.
And are the Packers the original?
But they're the founders of like Curly Lambeau and George Halas were the original figureheads of the Packers and the Bears, and they were among the first 4 teams in the NFL.
Okay.
Literally, this trap trying to poke holes.
Yeah,
the Lombardi Trophy. They have Hallis Hall.
Honestly, shouldn't the Chicago Cardinals be something? Now Arizona Cardinals, shouldn't they have a game?
But they don't have the greatest rivalry in sports.
Maybe the Bears and the Cardinals should have something.
But do they have the greatest rivalry in
OGs.
sports? Do they have the greatest rivalry in sports? The oldest rivalry in sports?
Well, that's
in the NFL, at least.
Well, I'm going to say, I don't.
And not sports, but the NFL.
Football, it goes a little
the
bit further
Bears
back.
Packers deserves a trophy and it deserves a name. It's a shame we call this game the Bears Packers game. It needs a little bit more juice. It needs a little bit more oomph behind it to actually give it an appreciation for how great the rivalry is.
Yeah, I'll pass. Try again next week.
Well, it's going to stay the Hallis Lambeau Trophy then.
Yeah, this is bad.
Strofe, you don't believe that.
Biannual trophy games is a dumb idea.
You would love to walk through Lambeau Field and stroke Curly Lambeau's scalp.
That was the strangest...
As part of the tour.
Selling point you could have possibly given me.
Imagine being able to touch Curly
Second
Lambeau.
off,
he would totally take a selfie with it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, biggest game for the Badgers is what?
Minnesota.
The Axe.
Yes.
The Axe.
So let's play the Axe on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and then let's do it again the second weekend in November. How does that sound?
It's different in college football. It's even more when you can do it twice.
That's the exact same scenario that we were explaining right now.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
The oldest rivalry in the NFL.
Yes.
And college football, the oldest rivalry is.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's so good that they fight over an axe.
A trophy twice in 3 weeks? Seriously?
That's a weird schedule thing. But yeah,
Could
how
happen
much fun would
again.
that be? Imagine the juice behind the losing team. Oh, we're going to get it back, boys. You just wait 2 weeks from now. You better enjoy it for being there for 2 weeks.
The only way I would sign off on this is if the NFL implemented the opening Thursday game every single year was Packers-Bears at rotating stadiums, so it just flip-flops between the two every year. And rather than, so it would still be the first of your 2 divisional matchups, but every year the first game of the NFL season is what'd you call it? The Founders
game.
The Founders game.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
If it's the very first game of the season every year, and that's how you kick off the NFL slate, and the trophy is on the line, then I could get down with it, but twice in 3 weeks, idiotic.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That Strofe, you clean this up a lot for Brad.
No,
Brad should run all these ideas by you.
I like the idea that it can flip-flop that quickly. Think about the thrill over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, don't like it. Don't like it.
What if you get the trophy only if you sweep?
Where would it be, though, if it's a split?
The last
would it
team
be
that's-
somewhere in between?
No one gets
it.
it.
The last team that had it before, they keep it. They hold on.
Oh
to it.
yeah, it's almost like you gotta earn it. You get to keep it until you sweep.
I actually like that too. I like that a lot. Very good, KBN Nation. Very good, Ben Brust. See, this is a workshop type of thing. Don't just shoot the idea down, Kyle.
No, I mean I'll pass. I'm good. I'm good with just playing for a chance to go to the playoffs and win the NFC North.
You're a strange fellow.
I want that. That's the title I want. Is the NFC North championship.
I want the Hallis Lambeau Trophy.
You don't
even know the name.
Yeah.
I don't even know the name.
Lambeau
And
Trophy.
now we're going
from the
to
Founders game.
present the Hallis Lombardi Trophy.
What's that?
I was mocking Ben from earlier when he tried to set Kyle up for American Family Insurance.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I took ownership before the segment. I'm still getting roasted.
How hot is it there?
As we continue on,
He's fine.
it's hot.
He's acting like a wimp.
It's really hot. It's like 85 degrees in here. I can barely work.
85. He'd be sweating.
Not a drop.
I'm not. I don't even have a drop on my face. Just a bad brain day. What we do next here is we take a look at how far the Badgers have come on National Signing Day. After a 4-8 season, this should be a really exciting day, correct? We'll recap that with you and get Brad Nortman, the former Badger alum's thoughts, and then get back to the Green Bay Packers next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a tool. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm a tool.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
On 43, we've got delays from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette. Our earlier accident in the Marquette itself, right around Wisconsin Avenue, has been cleared. Southbound 41, backing up from about Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive. Northbound from Mayfair Road up to about Silver Spring. Eastbound 94, just a pocket of heavy traffic from 84th to Hawley Road. Westbound's backed up from just before 27th Street to Hawley Road as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, gradual clearing, frigid, a low of 2 above, with wind chills of 5 below to 15 below. And tomorrow, sunny and cold, a high of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Is mud calling a timeout on your ride? A Tsunami Express car wash membership is your winning play. Get unlimited washes, fast lane access, and free vacuums every visit, all for less than $1 a day. With 7 Milwaukee area locations, including the newest spot in New Berlin, keeping your car in prime time condition is a total touchdown. Whether you're tailgating, heading to the stadium, or just cruising around town, make sure you roll up looking like a champ. Become a member today at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Looking for the early gift for the basketball fan on your list? This holiday season, Fiserv Forum brings the heat with the Milwaukee Hoop Showdown. Friday, December 19th, the Wisconsin Badgers versus Villanova at 7 p.m. But first, UW Milwaukee takes on South Dakota State at 4. 2 big games, 1 electric night, all under one roof. Check off that holiday list to get your tickets now at FiservForum.com/showdown. The Badgers headline the action on Friday, December 19th, and you don't want to miss it. Visit FiservForum.com/showdown.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, it is National Signing Day for your Wisconsin Badger football team. Let's just say they have signed 12 scholarship players to the 2026 class. And Amari Latimer, a 4-star, is looking to be flipped. Somebody was flipped to Kansas, And when I think
Grand Valley
about
State
the
guy.
4-8 end of this,
The transfer.
yeah, well, Kansas apparently has more money. When you think about the 4-8 Badgers, what?
I mean, we just were told we were going to be in the top third.
It's
and
just
now
like
Kansas,
I mean,
lowly Kansas was able to pluck somebody from us in
literally
48
the
hours.
first transfer, the very first transfer, the number one D lineman in the portal before obviously all the Power 4 guys could transfer. And the Badgers get him to commit. Then he decommits to Kansas. And just like that, Wisconsin's outbid by the Kansas Jayhawks, not basketball team, but football team. It's a sad state of affairs. And I just I want to believe in the 2026 Badgers. I want to. I don't like having a 4-8 football team. There's no part of me that enjoys not being satisfied with the play on the field and whatever is going on in the building. So my heart wants to believe. And I had some optimism with Ted Kellner saying, hey, we're going to be in the upper third of money. And, Coach Fickle is doing some things behind the scenes. Yes, I'm a believer. Let's do it. It's hard to have evidence for that belief when they're somewhere in the 50s and 60s with recruiting for high school seniors coming in. They've only got, 12 or 14 commits? I mean, it's just
12, and what do you make of one of them being from the state of Wisconsin?
They got more kids from Tennessee than they have from Wisconsin.
It doesn't make any sense. It really, not for the DNA of our program. Everybody literally says, from Barry Alvarez to former players to high school coaches saying that, there's the desire to put a fence around your state and make sure you get all the guys from Wisconsin. One, because there are good players in Wisconsin, and two, because it helps with the DNA of the program. I think Coach Fickle understands that, but it hasn't translated to actually getting the guys. You don't see it in this class only having one guy.
It's just so reactive.
Yeah, I don't have enough proof to be optimistic for 2026 yet. Maybe if they had a great recruiting class, because Mason Poso is a true freshman. He was a standout on the football field. You can get guys that are true freshmen as players and difference makers, and it's just harder to believe that with a recruiting class like this, there's going to be many of those guys that are going to set up for a critical season in 2026.
Can we stop beating around the bush? We are right now in the dark years of Wisconsin Badgers football. This football program was supposed to launch. This football program that was at the time when they fired Paul Chryst. They fired him because they did not believe that Paul could get them to a championship level. We could have kept Paul Chryst and been 500, 7, 8, 9. That we could have kept with the status quo, but we wanted to go for the home run swing. We are completely striking out, swinging, missing, like Mizorowski is throwing 101 miles per hour down the plate, and we just can't do anything. We're twisting around. Do y'all realize, according to 24/7 Sports, the Wisconsin recruiting class ranks 67th overall and 16th in the dang Big Ten.
16th in the Big Ten.
And one of the teams behind us is Penn State, and Penn State doesn't have a head football coach right now. That is how pathetic we have. We have a football coach that is heading into his fourth season as the head coach of Wisconsin, and he is on his way.
But what if I tell you they're going to win in the portal, Kyle? They're going to win in the portal. Who cares about recruiting?
He is on his way to having the worst recruiting class he has had his entire time since he has been here. When he came here, he was able to keep the recruiting class that he had of the kids coming in and add some guys and build a class. He was able to do more in 3 weeks than what he has been able to do in a complete year. This is pathetic right now. This is abysmal right now. The Wisconsin Badgers football team has hit rock bottom in the modern era of our Wisconsin football team because this is awful. There's no excuse how right now you are looking at having one of the worst recruiting classes in college football for the major 4 conference teams that you have, and you have the 16th best recruiting class, and I'm supposed to be excited for 2025 or 2026? That's ridiculous. They're selling us a pipe dream.
Like I said, what if they win in the portal? If they win in the portal?
They just lost in the portal. We thought they won for 48 hours. They got the best transfer defensive lineman out of a JUCO, out of the portal early from a Division II school, and within 48 hours he flipped to Kansas.
That was crazy.
If you can't beat out Kansas, you ain't beating out Michigan. You ain't beating out Ohio State. You're not beating out. Damn, you're probably not beating out Michigan State now that
you're
they got a new coach. You're not beating out Iowa. You're not beating out Indiana.
One of their recruits did flip to Iowa.
Yeah, exactly. You're not beating out any of these schools. And so the problem is this, is the current state of Wisconsin Badgers is awful, and it is because of Luke Fickell. And they gave us a little bit of life and a little bit of energy with the upsets that they had. But now when you have to recruit, when you have to bring in new guys to build a foundation for your team, the 67th best recruiting class, 16th in the Big Ten, I have no hope.
6'7", 6'7".
This is a bad 6'7".
This is bad 6'7". 16th in the Big Ten. 67 is a big number. It's hard to kind of put that into perspective. 16th in the Big Ten. There's only 18 teams.
Dude, when you want to be number 1 or top 10 or top 25, 67th ain't good enough.
No, it's
not good enough when your team is 4-8. It's not good enough when your team won 5 games last year. It's not good enough when your team won 7 games a couple years ago.
And I will say, just real quick, if you look at the top teams in college football, right? Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Oregon, whoever you wanted, they win at both. They get great guys out of the portal, and they're all the top. If you go look at the top 10 teams in recruiting rankings in 2026. They're all the top college football playoff teams. So you have to win both. You have to get elite high school talent, develop them. You have to fill the gaps with elite transfer talent, and that's how you make a competitive football team. The Badgers haven't shown the ability to do great at either, and then you have the product like this on the field.
I think we've talked a lot in this ESPN Wisconsin portion of the sadness of potentially losing Giannis, the sadness of the Wisconsin Badgers. So let's turn our attention where there's confidence, and that is the Packers playing the Chicago Bears on Sunday at 3:25 to be first place in the NFC North. Coming up next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
You know Italian. What do you mean?
You know Italian?
You do know Italian.
Yeah, he's right.
Oui. That's French, but you had gelato.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
You have to understand what game you need to play. Not everything is the same. And LaFleur said that in his postgame. You have to understand, what do you need to do to win?
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Sometimes you can get by being a little more conservative. Other times, you have to match fire with fire. That's what yesterday was. We went for it and we executed. They didn't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde, and I have the perfect gift idea for you. A custom holiday gift box filled with all your Kringle favorites from Racine Danish Kringles. Or you could also try the new Holiday Stick Sampler Pack featuring Winter Wonderland, Mary Berry, Gingerbread, and Santa's Cinnaberry. It's stick size and a great way to try all the favorite flavors of the season. So go to Kringle.com to order or call them at 800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles. It's not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and when it comes to my home, I want a team that I can trust, and that's Lifetime Home Services. From cleaner air and radon safety to custom closets and electrical work, they do it all under one roof. What I'm most excited about right now is their epoxy floors. They make your garage clean, durable, and organized with shelving and storage to get everything off the floor. For over 30 years, families have trusted Lifetime Home Services to make their homes safer and better looking. Trusted solution, lifetime results. Schedule today at lifetimehomeservices.com.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun, and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event. Now through Wednesday, shop extended Black Friday savings store-wide, up to 50% off or more while supplies last. Like select toys, buy one, get one half price. Half off new smokeless tabletop fire pits. Shop extended Black Friday savings on select 4-packs of DeWalt tool batteries, over half off. And Peak Premium Antifreeze and Coolant, just 99 cents a gallon after $7 rebate. Don't miss extended Black Friday deals only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity. Trend Micro helps businesses move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks across cloud, email, endpoints, and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com, because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Oh, do I have the perfect holiday gift for you? If you just want to upgrade your own gear or for others, you got to check out the holiday sales going right now at Iron Jock. I love their performance apparel. It's comfortable, and thankfully, they have introduced this silver ion technology, and it fights odor amazingly. And we all appreciate something like that during the holiday season. Right now, you'll find those great deals across their lineup of hoodies, tees, shorts, and more. Don't wait. Stock up on the holidays and save big at ironjock.com. That's ironjock.com. And right now is your chance to win an Iron Jock tumbler. Hey, 800-990-3776. Let's go with caller number 16 to win the Iron Jock tumbler. That's 800-990-3776. Our Car Plus Talk and text line. Strofe will be on the phones for you to win a tumbler from Iron Jock at 800-990-3776. Caller 16. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Bradley Nortman, Strofe running the show. Get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, as we have discussed at length Giannis Antetokounmpo and the reports around him, mulling what is best for his future, if it's a Milwaukee Buck or not, the bad Wisconsin Badgers recruiting rankings. But we can always come back to the fact that, I'm not going to lie, despite all of the stuff I've talked about the Chicago Bears, I truly, genuinely believe this Green Bay Packers team and the way that they played the last 2 weeks in divisional games, as they've been fighting to get to first place, and after being 1-5 in the division last year, are playing complementary football and are going against a defense that can take the ball away, but the Packers will get yards and they don't turn the ball over. So it's one of those things where, like you said, Brad, Thursday was forever ago. I cannot wait to get to Sunday.
I can't believe it's only Wednesday. I really can't. I mean, it feels like this game should be tomorrow, like it should be maybe in 2 days. It doesn't feel like it should be 5 days away. That's how much excitement and juice there is. And honestly, too, we've said this before, it's a wide open NFL. Man, the way the Green Bay Packers are playing lately, not just do I feel like the Packers are the better team, because I do. It's not just that, though. They're playing at their best right when their best is going to be required of them, right down the stretch in these big divisional games. Jordan Love is hot. The defense is coming together. The running game is starting to figure it out with this new offensive line, and they're starting to get more healthy. Obviously, you're not going to have Kraft and Devontae Wyatt, but Jaden Reed potentially coming back. So there's just a lot to be optimistic about on Saturday. I can't wait to see this team continue to come to better, because they are starting to elevate their game at just the right time, to where I would normally have confidence, Packers versus Bears. The way this team has played over the last couple of weeks, I've got a lot of confidence.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, right? Building overall confidence. That's why Chicago Bears fans, after they beat the Eagles, have now a little bit more hope and faith in their football team. They know they're not a championship team, but they have a little bit more hope. Us as Green Bay Packers fans, our team is in year 3 of this rebuild post-Aaron Rodgers era, and they're doing exactly what we would hope they would do, right? We were hoping that eventually that the offense and the defense would all come together, and that is exactly what you've seen the last couple of weeks, is that this, especially against the Detroit Lions, is that they're working in sync, they're working together, but more importantly, there are 2 major players in Parsons and in Love are delivering exactly what you paid them to do.
We are going to be joined at the top of the hour on 94.5 ESPN and on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee by Rob Demovsky. We'll get a little reaction to the Here Brad Out and head on all things Packers Bears. You have Jim, Matt, and Molly that are coming up next in Madison, the Dam Sports Show in Beaver Dam, and as mentioned, ESPN Wisconsin app, 94.5 ESPN, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee with Rob Demovsky. On the other side, it's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman continuing with you in 2 minutes.
KBN's the show that never ends.
A little bit backed up right now, westbound 94 from about 25th Street all the way through to Hawley Road. A little bit more of a backup in Waukesha County, heading into the Moreland Road area. Looks like we got a broken down vehicle stuck in the left shoulder. On the eastbound side, backing up a bit before 84th Street to Hawley Road. Southbound on the bypass starts to slow down at Beloit Road down into the Hale interchange and swinging eastbound past Forest Home. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Gradual clearing. It'll be frigid, though. 2 above for our low. And wind chills 5 below to 15 below. Tomorrow, sunny and cold, a high of just 14. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Play over 2,000 courses, including that famous one with the green jackets. Book your bay at wisconsinindorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The holidays are busy. Meals to make, gifts to wrap, parties to host. When it's finally time to unwind, make it blissful with Carbless. Crisp, refreshing, and full of flavor with every sip. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. While it may be frozen outside, it's always flawless with Carbless. No guessing and no compromise. So whether you're celebrating with friends, hosting the crew, or relaxing by the fire, bring bliss to your holiday gatherings. Carbless, full of flavor, guilt-free enjoyment.
Looking for the early gift for the basketball fan on your list? This holiday season, Fiserv Forum brings the heat with the Milwaukee Hoop Showdown. Friday, December 19th, the Wisconsin Badgers versus Villanova at 7 p.m. But first, UW Milwaukee takes on South Dakota State at 4. 2 big games, 1 electric night, all under one roof. Check off that holiday list and get your tickets now at FiservForum.com/showdown. The Badgers headline the action on Friday, December 19th, and you don't want to miss it. Visit FiservForum.com/showdown.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust. Brad Nortman with us as well. Alex Strofe running the show. Right off the top of the 414 Hour at 4, we are very excited to be joined by a man who wore a suit today because he knew he was going to be on television. The ESPN NFL Nation reporter Rob Demovsky joins us right now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. What's going on, Rob?
Ben, sorry for the delay. I had to do ESPN Australia.
Wow, ESPN Australia.
I guess I'm
Global
big down
game,
under.
baby.
Mr. Worldwide.
Ziggy, zaggy, ziggy, zaggy. Oi, oi, oi.
You know what the most disappointing part of it is it's not an Australian host. It's just a guy from Bristol, Connecticut named Phil Murphy. Yeah, I know.
Oh, Murphy.
Oh, boo.
Phil's the best, but I was hoping for an Aussie.
Yeah, I hope it was Phil Murphy. I don't know how to speak Australian.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't try, Kyle.
Just stop before you incriminate yourself.
Yeah,
The
but he is bold, he is bald, and he is beautiful. Rob, I have a lot of confidence heading into this matchup Sunday for the Green Bay Packers for a couple of reasons. I think they're playing complementary football. I don't like saying complete game because, again, it's hard to play 60 minutes of perfect football. But they don't turn the ball over. The Bears feast off turnovers, and their defense isn't good. I feel like if the Packers play the way they've been playing, just over the last 2 weeks, the game should take care of itself. Now it is a divisional game, and the Bears have won games, but I think they're better.
Yeah, you're not the only one, I think, that is going to this game with confidence. You know, there's always two ways to approach these big games, right? You can downplay it or you can embrace it. And we just got out of the locker room a little bit ago, and from the guys I talked to, it's clear they're embracing this and not giving the it's just another game. They realize it's, Christian Watson called it a huge game. And I asked both him and Jordan Love, why are you taking this approach? And Love said for obvious reasons. It's for first place in the NFC North. It's potentially for a top seed in the playoffs. And it's we got to play these guys twice in 3 weeks. And Watson said, I believe that's just the best way to approach a big time game like this, because it is a big time game. So, if you're looking for signs of how they're handling it, they're not just giving you the old, it's just another game.
Rob, I love that. I love that they're leaning into it and they're not shying away from how big this game is, because it is indeed a big game. You talked about Christian Watson. Ever since he's come back, I've been astounded at how good he has been, especially over the last 3 weeks. Has he evolved into Jordan Love's number one target and main option in the passing game?
Well, I mean, let's see what happens when Jaden Reed, who has been one of the top options, comes back. I kid, Brad, because I feel like we've already tried to assign the number one receiver responsibility to Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, Matthew Golden. But Christian's been, they always say, or they used to say anyway, maybe science has just advanced so much, but they used to always say, the year you come back from an ACL, you're okay, but it's the year after the year you come back that you're always really good. And I mean, Christian Watson seems like he's as good, if not better than he ever was right now. He's catching the ball at a high rate and making some difficult contested catches. They are using him a little bit, right? That's been our thing for how long here? You got these guys. How about using them? And, Matt LaFleur cut it loose in this game, and it makes you wonder why he doesn't do that more often. So, by cutting it loose, I mean in the Thanksgiving game against Detroit, it makes you wonder why he doesn't do it more often.
Rob, the biggest issue I have is the Green Bay Packers defensive line, interior defensive tackle, is depleted, and this is exactly what the Bears like to do, is run the football. I mean, can you give Packers fans any hope that these rookies are ready to step up and fill the gap?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the rookies, Brinson and Stackhouse. I mean, it is Colby Wooden and Carl Brooks. Now, I know it's hard to get. Brooks was back practicing today, which is a good sign. And I know maybe it's hard to get excited about guys who in training camp are your numbers 3 and 4 defensive tackles behind Kenny Clark and Devontae Wyatt, but they're also should get Quay Walker back this week. I know he's not a defensive lineman, but he's important to that front seven.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, important to the front seven. So I think Isaiah McDuffie has really played well in the couple of games that Quay Walker has missed. So I do think they're trending in the right direction in terms of getting some guys back while also losing a huge piece. But the other thing, I mean, they are the number 8 defense against the run. I mean, that's a top 10 rushing defense. And I know those two backs combined for like 250 some yards. But let's see how they do against the Packers defense. And if the Packers can stop them early, it does allow them to do what we were talking about on offense, and that's take more shots and get more aggressive if you can stop the run.
Yeah, as Rob Demovsky joins us here on Kyle, Brust Nortman right out of the gates here on the 414 hour at 4 and on ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube. Cutting it loose. We've had this discussion, obviously, with the turnover margin that the Bears have. They have 17 interceptions. Jordan Love, 3 interceptions on the year. Brad is of the camp, and I think maybe John Anderson at the end of yesterday talked about it a little bit, but there's an idea that maybe putting the ball at risk more than you have to because of their interceptions at 17 on the year might not be something that they should do like they've been doing, but I am in the camp of keep doing what you've been doing well. But Matt LaFleur, I can see with Josh Jacobs running the ball. I don't know what your feel would be.
Yeah, one of the things, Ben, it's a really good question. One of the things I like to do on Tuesdays, which is the off day, is like to call coaches and scouts from around the league. I talked to a coach yesterday who basically said he watched both the Vikings game and the Lions game that the Packers played, and he came to the conclusion that they need to play more like they played against the Lions and really let it rip. And, sort of questioning why LaFleur doesn't do that more often. I think, does it come down to trust? Does it come down to the fact that, he isn't sure if Jordan can do that and not throw the ball away or give it away? I mean, the recent track record has been pretty good. I don't think he's had an interception in 4 straight games. He's only got 3 picks all year. He does have the strip sack fumble from earlier in the year. But I mean, this is a quarterback who last 2 years threw 22 interceptions combined. I think it was 11 both years. So he is in a different place with that. So, I mean, I think sometimes you just have to take some chances and trust your quarterback. And I think that's what they did the other night in Detroit.
Rob, I mean, I'm just thinking about Jordan Love as you described, Matt LaFleur cutting it loose, and we've seen him at this time every single year now turn it on. We've dubbed it Car-a-thon, not saying the true name of the
brand name.
Yeah, the brand name of it. But what, I mean, this is your third year now where you're witnessing an ascension of Jordan Love. What can you identify for Jordan Love that at this moment of the year he always ramps it up?
That's a great question. I mean, I can just tell you that the numbers exactly back up what you're saying. From November on, he's got, in the 3 seasons from November to the end of the season, 37 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in that stretch.
Time out. Rob, wait a minute. Okay, you said from November on, and November just started. We're 1 month into November right now. We still got some time. But you're saying Jordan Love threw how many touchdowns in November on in the NFL?
No, like every season.
Over the last 3 seasons.
I know, 37 touchdowns. I mean,
so,
you're talking about like in 6 games, right?
So do the math with me on this, Kyle. This year it's 6 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yep.
Okay, from November on. Last year it was 10-2. From November on. In 2023, it was 21-3 from November on.
That's nasty.
I believe that adds up to 37-6.
November on, you only play about 7 games per year, 8 games maybe per year, half the season.
That's it. It was in 23 games, I think, was the total. That was his. So
what do you attribute that to?
I attribute it to ESPN Stats and Information Research. Brad, I think if you knew they would start doing it in September, I do wonder if, from a coaching staff standpoint and a game planning standpoint, it takes them a while within a season to figure out how teams are going to attack them and what they can do to counter it. I don't know if that's the case, but I do wonder if, for whatever reason, we always hear the Packers coaches say, oh, well, we thought they were going to play us man and they played us zone, or we thought they were going to blitz and they didn't blitz. So maybe it just takes them a while to figure out what teams are going to do and come up with a better game plan. So, I just think that, at this point, whatever the reason, it's a trend. It's real.
Yeah. Now, somebody else who practices well, Nate Hobbs, seems like he's back and he may be returning. I mean, what Nate Hobbs are we going to get? Are we going to get the guy that we expected to sign, or are we going to get the guy that has struggled throughout this year?
I think we're going to get a guy who's a backup and probably doesn't get on the field unless there's a reason. I mean, the way Carrington, Valentine, Keyshawn Nixon have played in the base, and then you have the nickel with Bullard. I mean, who do you take off the field? I don't know that I would take any of those guys off the field, and I would just say, all right, Nate Hobbs, you go play special teams, and if we have an injury, you better be ready. That's the way I would approach it.
Is there an out after this year with him, or we have him locked in for 2 years?
They can save some cap space. I just looked this up today. I think by March, whatever the 5th day of the league year is, he'll be gone because he's got a $6.5 million roster bonus that has to be paid that day if he's on the team, and there's just no way. They'll actually save $1 million in cap space, so it won't be it won't be bad.
A big swing and a miss in the offseason, but I'm glad the Packers have a way out because they have to shore up that defensive back and field. Corner specifically going into next offseason.
And Rob Demovsky joining us quickly here on Kyle Brust Nortman for a little bit longer. Rob, when I think about the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears in this matchup, there's a name that for some reason is not brought up enough. Micah Parsons. How do you put into words what he's been for the Green Bay Packers? Because it's like we just not take it for granted. We just enjoy it. It's just like, all right, we got this guy.
Yeah, I really wonder if he's like a strong candidate, if not a leading candidate for Defensive Player of the Year, because Ben, how many guys come in
only because of that outrageous sack number he has.
Right, and Myles Garrett he plays for a team that's won how many games? 3?
2 or 3.
But what if he breaks the all-time sack record?
Yeah,
that's
it's a great question. That's a great question. I'm not a voter. I don't know how those guys think, but. Micah Parsons is making a massive impact on a winning team, and it's the idea that you went out and made this bold move and it worked, right? Like, I mean, it didn't just, it hasn't just been okay. It's been really, really good. Now, obviously, he's got to get through the rest of the season and make a long playoff run. And, Dak hasn't had a lot of Micah hasn't had a lot of playoff experience, but they need him to come up big when they get into playoff games too. So,
wow.
But at this point, man, I don't know how you can say it's anything other than an A+ move.
All right, Rob, it's Wednesday.
It is an A+ move. Real quick, Brad. These are the Defensive Player of the Year odds. Minus 1,400 for Myles Garrett.
Oh, wow.
Plus 650 for Micah Parsons. So it's basically a runaway for Myles, despite I agree, the impact that he's having.
Yeah, I would have a hard time. I would have a hard time voting for a guy who's on a team like that, but that's just me.
All right, Rob, it's Wednesday. That means Hear Brad Out, your favorite segment, KBN Nation's favorite segment. And not to tip the scales in my favor, but boy, this was received with rave reviews, Rob. So, this last weekend in college football, it reminded me how much I love rivalries. And rivalries in college football, they have trophy games, and they name the game, the Iron Bowl, the game, Paul Bunyan's axe. The Chicago Bear and Green Bay Packer rivalry, it's too good not to have its own trophy and not to have its own name. So, I went to the Brad think tank, the laboratory, and used my friends at ChatGPT to create a couple images. Strofe, go ahead and throw those on the stream for Rob to see. I'm going to call the game the Founders Game, a little bit of a nod to the history of Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, and they're going to exchange a traveling trophy, the Hallis Lambeau Trophy, with, like, for our listening audience, it's like a bronze bust from the Hall of Fame, right?
Yep.
You got George Hallis, you got Curly Lambeau, and when you win, let's say the Packers win, right? They put it in their locker room with Curly Lambeau facing out and make George Hallis face the wall. I think it adds a little bit of juice, a little bit of energy, a little excitement by naming this great rivalry. What do you say,
What
Rob?
that trophy looks like is a couple of Siamese twins.
I don't want that.
A little attached.
Siamese twins are like one of them got married. Y'all know them girls, the Siamese twins attached to like the
we can dive into that at a later
They got married.
Let's not waste Rob Demovsky's time with us.
Rob's saying,
That sounds like one of those supermarket tabloid stories.
No, it's real. It's real.
I like the idea, Brad, but here's what I don't want to see happen. Like, if you do that, then I don't think Cowboys Eagles should be allowed to have one, or I think it's got to be a one. This is a one-time only, one game only deal. But I like it.
Okay, I like it, Rob. So you don't want to see like 6 of these around the NFL, just the Bears, Packers.
I mean, there's so much probably history between like the Jaguars and Texans, but how can you not have a trophy for that?
Al, there is a reason on the 100th anniversary of the NFL.
Thanks, Rob.
They put the Bears-Packers on opening day, so there is no history there, and the NFL proved it to us. And Rob, we're going to let you go because we have to talk about Siamese twins on the other side. Okay?
Dude, I cannot wait. It better be in the Wheel of Stroke. Just Google Siamese twin girl, 2 heads, 1 body married.
Jeez.
You should get ready for your next TV hit.
No,
all right, we'll be seeing you guys.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Rob.
I'm dead serious. Y'all ain't seen this before? Come on now.
No, I've seen it, Kyle.
I'm a little scared to Google.
Yes. I've dove in.
Well, it's not like an X-rated video, Brad. It's just a story about, some of the X-rated stuff is talked about. It is an insane story.
How does one get married? Like, how do you just give up your whole body to one?
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Okay, we gotta touch on this.
This is a human being. 2 of them.
Why don't you touch on Tsunami Express first?
Oh, that's right, because when you are driving around in this cold weather, you're getting salt and grime all over your car. But Tsunami Express is the only place to go to get rid of it and get rid of it for the long term. And you can get rid of it over and over and over if you are indeed a member. And now is the great time to become a member because all memberships are just $10 as Tsunami Express celebrates a deal for you. First month, $10 if you are a new member of Tsunami Express. And luckily for you, Tsunami Express is all around southeastern Wisconsin. There's already a ton of locations, and they just opened up their newest location in West Dallas on West Oklahoma Avenue. So go check them out. You're going to get that incredible exterior wash with T4 with graphene. You got to experience that to truly know what that is, and that inside clean that only Tsunami Express can give you. Treat your car the way it's supposed to be treated with a little wash, chill, repeat with Tsunami Express Car Wash.
Maybe in the Wheel of Strofe we'll get the Siamese twins, but I do want to get back to Giannis Antetokounmpo as AJ Green's talking about the Bucks and what they have to do tonight. They play a game despite all the news that's gone on today, so we'll recap everything that's gone on if you missed it here on Kyle Brust Nortman in the 414 hour at 4 next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
Hey, Gabe, also, did you call us idiots?
Yeah, it's exactly what I called you. Yes.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on the bypass, slowing down now from Lincoln down through the Hale interchange onto 894 eastbound about Forest Home. Westbound slow out of the Mitchell interchange to Loomis. Eastbound 94, watch for backups from 92nd Street to Hawley Road. Westbound slowing down from about 25th Street to Hawley. And then on southbound 43, backing up from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette and over the high rise. Then back on the brakes from about Chase down to the KK River crossing. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, providing memorable experiences for nearly 30 years. Get the perfect holiday gift this season, a Bartolotta's gift card. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Gradual clearing, but it'll be frigid. A low of 2 above with wind chills of 5 below to 15 below. Tomorrow, sunny and cold with a high of 14. Weather is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Shine through any weather at Tsunami Express Car Wash. This December, any Tsunami Express membership is just $10 for your first month. Find a location near you at tsunamiexpress.com. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. I'm Debbie Lazaga with your WTMJ Time Saver
best
Traffic.
source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino, Tony Wendorf and Associates, and Smart 18 Union on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Christmas is a time of generosity.
Kessler's wants to be generous, and we suspect that you want to be generous too. Let's team up.
This year, we're going to make it possible for you to be more generous than ever.
Number 1, Kessler's has a big selection of delightful diamond jewelry priced at $150 on up.
Number 2, great gifts at affordable prices such as sterling silver earrings, pendants, and bracelets to fit every look and every personality.
Number 3, with your purchase of more than $299, you'll get a bonus gift worth at least $90.
You can choose from a lucky 4-leaf clover pendant
or a 22-inch stainless steel curb chain, ion plated in yellow gold.
And please, please don't get all cleaned up and dressed up. This is Kessler's, your home away from home.
If you're wearing muddy boots and your pajama bottoms, that's totally fine.
We've all done it.
Come to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
If 2025 was the year that defined pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back, then 2026 will be the year that your body remembers how to heal and how to feel good again. You can experience that with my friends at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics, locations in Mequon and Greenfield, are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. That's right. If you've been told that surgery or pain pills or steroids are your only options, then you haven't talked to QC Kinetics. They use cellular treatments to give your body fast recovery, reduce inflammation, get rid of that pain for the long term. I mean, honestly, you're probably feeling that joint pain as you're hearing my voice right now, so why wait any longer? 2026 could be the year where you return back to the form of living a life without joint pain, being able to do the things you want to do. Don't waste any time. Your consultation is completely free, no obligation. I guarantee you are going to learn something when you go in there, and you're going to learn how QC Kinetics can give you your life back, a pain-free life with their cellular treatments. Do not waste any time. Pick up your phone right now and give them a call today for your free consultation. Give them a call at 414-240-2298, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman with you till 5 o'clock. Alex Strofe doing a tremendous job running the show. 800-990-3776
Oh, look at that.
is the Carbless Talk and text line. And, of course, get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. We bring in John from Chicago. John, what do you got on the Carbless Talk and text line?
Hey, wasn't Silvy great today? There's a reason he's my favorite Good Karma Brands employee after my sister-in-law, that is. But here's the hot take for you of the day.
Funny.
You Packers fans are feeling the ground shifting, and it terrifies you. For 30 years, yeah, it might have been easy. Now, the Bears have a direction, a roster, and an identity. You guys are praying the nostalgia you guys hold on to will help the line. Guess what? It won't.
Did you write these notes down and take your readers out?
Did you lose your place?
Here's what I'm going to say.
John?
Oh, did we bowl him away?
I thought Brad was going to say something.
No, I'm saying like that's what you're thinking. Okay, you guys.
He's mocking you.
John, I'm sorry. This is the last 5 games. This is the last 5 games for your quarterback.
So I figured I'd write things out.
58% completion percentage, 55% completion percentage, 50%, 54%, and against the Eagles, 47.2. This is the guy that's leading your football team.
It's called identity, Kyle.
I guess it is an identity. It's a crappy one.
I didn't know we had to throw the ball against the Eagles when we can run for 281 yards on the ground.
Our rush defense ain't the Eagles' rush defense. Look it up. The Eagles' rush defense has been wildly inconsistent this year. Not the Green Bay Packers. We had a couple games, but we're
You know what hasn't been inconsistent? The Bears' offensive line.
He's getting Chicago meatball on us. Time to get him out of here.
We're out of line.
The Bears' offensive line. As YouTube's saying, this caller sounds like the Bears fans in 2010 and 2018, and here we are in 2025 with some chest out after one victory.
Only thing he said that was good is that our favorite Brust is his sister-in-law.
Well, Silvy was even real with us. She said this team doesn't have a great defense. They don't do a lot of things well. I thought Silvy was fairly real. And I don't think he exuded the same amount of confidence a lot of these Bears fans do.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex Strofe. I believe that the
Good afternoon.
What the hell was that?
He was waiting for it all day. He's waiting for it.
Good morning.
And he failed, man. Usually JB's much better than that.
He wanted to be prepared.
No, I don't know about that. That's giving a little too much credit. But if you did miss it after we just had some fun with another meatball down south, delusionally, with a script of identity, earlier today on ESPN Cleveland, Brian Windhorst joined the Really Big Show, and I don't know, it's just coming out at a weird time, and Shams followed up with a report, but I think Brian Windhorst breaks this down very eloquently about Giannis.
The Bucks called the Knicks and asked for an offer for Giannis, okay?
And?
Because Giannis said, I want to be a Knick. So people are like, oh, my God, he deleted a photo from May where he had a Bucks logo in it. Guys, he asked to be traded already.
Yeah, so when's it going to happen?
Well, that's the thing. So what appears is that Giannis committed himself for the season to the Bucks. That's what appeared happened. Everything he said in his mood. But the Bucks are not good. This year, when he hasn't played, they're 1-5. And when he has played, they're 9-8. So they've been 500 when he's played, and when he hasn't played, they've been getting raced. What you're asking me is his viewpoint? Would his viewpoint change? I don't know. Like I know that he asked for a trade, and then he said, "Okay, I'm going to be a Buck this year." I know that a lot of people in the league don't think he'll be a Buck next year.
That was Brian Windhorst on the Really Big Show on ESPN Cleveland. And then Shams Charania did report that Giannis and his agent are talking with the Milwaukee Bucks about the best direction for their future.
Yeah, I mean, Windy said it, right? It sounds like the Bucks contacted the Knicks, so what he's reporting, to try to elicit a trade offer for Giannis. It wasn't like the Knicks were calling off the hook, and the Bucks just had to pick it up and listen to them. It sounds like the Bucks were the ones that reached out to the Knicks because Giannis is the one that wanted to trade. And once as you start thinking about that, once as Giannis starts to get in his head that, you know what, maybe the grass is greener elsewhere. I don't think I can win here. We heard earlier in the show his desire to win a second championship on his brother's Thanasis' show, Thanalysis. It doesn't surprise me that we've reached this point. I'm surprised at the urgency by which he wants to leave. But the reality is this team is not a championship roster, so he probably thinks every game that I play here, I'm just wasting more and more tread on my tires that could be used pursuing a different championship.
Yeah, I just want to speak to a Milwaukee Bucks fan because I am a Milwaukee Bucks fan. I am a diehard Milwaukee Bucks fan, and it pains me to come to this realization of the fact that Giannis is no longer going to be with us. For those who are in denial, stop being delusional. We need to fully understand that the reports are out, right? Shams said it. Wendy said it. Giannis took down all the stuff like that. You got to understand how this stuff works. This was clearly coordinated. Giannis pulls all that stuff down, and all of a sudden we have a report from Wendy. Giannis pulls all that stuff down, and all of a sudden Shams is talking about the agent. Giannis and his agent are talking to the Milwaukee Bucks. You think they dropping the agent name if they don't have any inside sources? I'm not saying Giannis ain't going to be here for the rest of the season, but what I am saying is that the state of the Milwaukee Bucks currently, we all know they ain't winning a championship this year, and they ain't winning a championship next year. They don't have the capital to go get anybody. We did something that teams don't do. We literally released Damian Lillard and stretched it over multiple years in order to sign Miles Turner, and it's not good enough for us to win a championship. So we need to get our head out of la-la land and come to the realization that Giannis will not be a Buck come 2026. Now, January 2026 or October 2026, I don't know. But what I can tell you, by the time we get to December of 2026, I'm going to be going to an empty Fiserv Forum cheering on some guys who I know ain't going to win me a championship because it will not be Giannis Antetokounmpo. We need to get it through our minds. Enjoy the ride as long as we have it. If it's for a month, 2 months, or the rest of the season, enjoy watching 34 on that court because he ain't going to be here next year.
That was really well stated.
That was really good.
It's true. It pains me, man. But I'm seeing people on Instagram and on Twitter talking about these guys don't know what they're talking about. No, listen. I didn't believe it at first. I was mad when the report came out this summer, but guess what? When there's smoke, there's fire. But this is a big fire. You better call all of Milwaukee Fire Department to put this dang thing out. And I don't think they can put it out. It is done so. The reality is setting in that Giannis ain't going to be here for the rest of his career, and he ain't going to be here at the end of 2026.
And now the Bucks need to figure out how you can get as much as you possibly can for that, because you're exactly right. He's not going to be here for the long term. The worst thing you can do is get absolutely nothing for him. You need to wring it dry for as much as you possibly can to save whatever future of the franchise is there, because it is a bleak future. Very little draft picks, not a lot of star power. It's the reason why Giannis wants to leave in the first place.
You know, it's one thing to know when we do Fridays for Green Bay Props and Preview, we know who, like, the dog of the game, like, we like to try and choose it. Like, Giannis was a dog every single time he's been on the floor, which is something that you must have always appreciated and will look back on and appreciate no matter what happens moving forward. But we do love Sit Means Sit and them providing Tausch and Homer the opportunity to tell you who the dog of the game is on Green Bay game night. And if your dogs don't always listen to you, ask yourself, why aren't they listening to what I say? Well, guess what? You have Matt and their wonderful team at Sit Means Sit. You can go sitmeansit.com, check out the Milwaukee and Waukesha pages, get that free consultation, sit down, and you can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Sit Means Sit dog training. They are the best. We'll go to the phone lines, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Let's go to Austin in Waukesha. You're up with KBN.
Hey, guys. I love listening to you every day. I'm really fed up with this Giannis stuff. I say trade him right now. Trade him for all you can get. Doesn't matter where you send him. I'd ideally like OKC because maybe you can get some players back along with their load of picks. John Horst and the Bucks organization has done everything they can for Giannis, and it still doesn't seem to be good enough. Unfortunately, the Lillard trade didn't work out. It is what it is. Giannis was out of the playoffs one of those years, so maybe he should take some accountability. But I'm sick of these games. I'm sick of him. Let's get him gone.
Oh, come on, Austin. You sick
Pretty
of Giannis?
Strong.
Austin, for real. You sick of Giannis? Like, a guy brings this team a championship. And Austin, I don't know how old you are. Maybe you were a child when we won our championship 50-plus years ago. But, I mean, you don't appreciate what he was able to do. You remember the dark ages of the Milwaukee Bucks. You remember how bad we were. You don't appreciate the fact that he was loyal to this city for 13-plus seasons?
It's very first opportunity he gets when we have a couple down years. Mind you, he was out of the playoffs one of those years. He wants to bail on this franchise after we've given him everything. I mean, made the move for Drew Holiday, made the move for Dame Lillard.
I hear you, Austin, but do you think we have a bright future? Do you think this roster has the tools and the resources to be able to build around him? People don't want to come to Milwaukee.
With his goal to win a second championship.
Not right now, not in this moment, not this season, and most likely not next season.
So he's going to be 33? You got to wait to 33?
We need you.
You got to wait till he's 33, 34 years old? I mean, he
won't be the same player then.
He might be breaking down how aggressive he plays.
How old was LeBron and Jordan when they won their second and third championship?
LeBron is a specimen, and Jordan, what?
Jordan. They play the game a little differently, too.
Jordan won his first ones was in his 20s.
I'm fed up.
84,
I'll hang up and listen.
No, look, I appreciate the passion. Ultimately,
sure.
you are a Milwaukee Bucks fan who doesn't want to see Giannis go. And I think the one thing I will say is, I know, Kyle, you're trying to get in people's heads that, I think you're allowed to feel how you want to feel. And that emotion, as time passes and you see what you have in front of you in the Milwaukee Bucks and how Giannis didn't have a pathway to a championship, if he does end up getting traded, it will all come back around. It's a day of emotion. Don't tell people how to feel, Kyle.
I will say one thing that I could agree with fans on is if you will get mad at Giannis for two things. One, for having all these desires of, I want these guys on my team, I want this guy as the coach, I want you to make these moves, and that has then brought the Bucks to this moment. So that is one thing where Giannis does have to wear some of that. Now, they acquiesced to it, which is the right thing to do. You do whatever you want for your superstar, but it's not like he was a magician as far as personnel decisions. And the other thing is, he said he wanted to be a Buck for life. He wanted to be like Kobe and Dirk, play 20 years for the Bucks. So I do know that loyalty runs through his veins, and the narrative shifted the last couple of years of wanting to win a second championship. I don't blame him for that, but I do think that Bucks fans had in their minds that Giannis will be a Buck for life, because I think he wants to be, but I think that over the last evolution of the last couple of years, it's starting to break some hearts, and I know that it's going to break all of our hearts if and when this happens.
The biggest heartbreaker of them all is coming up next on Kyle, Brust Nortman. It's Alex Strofe with the Wheel of Strofe next.
This is Kyle, Brust and Nortman.
So in my short time here, I've come to learn about these things. I call them Strofe days, where he's doing something for himself, and then he just wipes his calendar, regardless of how it may affect other people.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 41, a hefty ride from Good Hope Road all the way down to about Capitol Drive. The northbound side heavy from Mayfair Road all the way up to Silver Spring. We've got southbound 43 backing up from Keefe down through the Marquette and over the high rise. More delays then from Beecher Street down towards the KK River. Northbound is backing up from just before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up towards Keefe as well. On westbound 94, watch for backups from just before 27th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound's got some backups past Calhoun, back on the brakes from 92nd Street all the way to Hawley Road as well. Traffic is brought to you by the Bartolotta Restaurants, offering the perfect holiday gift. A memorable experience with Bartolotta gift cards. Purchase yours at bartolottas.com. And happy holidays, Milwaukee. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, gradual clearing, frigid, a low of 2 above with wind chills of 5 below to 15 below. Tomorrow, sunny and cold, a high of 14. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Welcome to Jackpot Land. This fall at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all fall to win your share of thousands in prizes each month. And earn entries into the big December Jackpot Land prize drawings. Your October, November, and December entries all count. Win thousands in cash or reward play. Welcome to Jackpot Land. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This fall, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-service beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch. 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Marquette Thursdays at the Motor Bar and Restaurant on the Harley-Davidson Museum campus.
Down 8 with 7 minutes left in regulation, Marquette refused to fold, rallying late to force overtime and ultimately take down Valparaiso 75-72 at Fiserv Forum. Ben Gold delivered in a massive way after the break, pouring in 13 of his 17 points in the second half while going a perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Head coach Shaka Smart proud of the toughness displayed by his senior big man.
He battles, he doesn't complain. When he bounces into that shot and he's got good leg bend, he's much more likely to make it. And you saw that in the second half.
Marquette continues its non-conference slate Saturday afternoon with a trip to Madison for an in-state battle against rival Wisconsin.
This Marquette Minute has been brought to you by Marquette Thursdays. Join us on select Thursday nights at 6 p.m. when head coach Shaka Smart breaks down all the Marquette action. The first show of the season's December 4th with freshman Nigel James Jr. and Ian Militic. Don't miss Marquette Thursdays at Motor Bar and Restaurant on the Harley-Davidson Museum campus. UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Winneconne Wolves quarterback and 3-star Iowa commit Brody Schaefer. Schaefer was nothing short of heroic in the Division V state championship, powering Winneconne to a 28-22 comeback win over Little Chute, capping a perfect 14-0 season. Down 9 late, Schaefer ignited the rally with an interception early in the fourth quarter, then led the Wolves on back-to-back scoring drives. He finished the night completing 11 of 16 passes for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns, while rushing for 123 yards and another score. Brody's play fueled a balanced Wolves offense and set up the game winner, an 8-yard touchdown run by Mason Matthew with just a minute and 20 seconds left. Winneconne claimed just the second state title in school history. Congratulations to Brody Schaefer, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
No lie, KBN Nation. Y'all know I got these universal window direct windows in my bedroom, right? I love it. I absolutely love it. We turned the heat up a little bit yesterday. We had it on 70. I'm laying down in bed, and I say to baby girl, baby girl, the windows are working too well. I'm hot, getting a little hot. I want you to have that same feeling in your house where you feel comfortable and cozy because of the windows that you have. And that's exactly what you get with Universal Windows Direct. And on top of that quality service and quality window you get, right now. When you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, and there is no limit. Whether you're replacing a few or you're doing a full home upgrade, it is a great way to stretch your budget further. And on top of that, you'll get 0% interest for 60 months. That's 5 years of zero interest financing, making it one of the most flexible payment plans that you'll ever be offered. And here's the bonus that really makes this feel like a gift. A free vacation voucher with your project. Oh my goodness, that's my first time reading that. Y'all lying. They giving us a free vacation with your project? Yep. You're improving your home now, and you'll have a future trip to look forward to later. Oh, this is a great deal with Universal Windows Direct, so call them now for your free in-home estimate at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000, or visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Bradley Nortman. I'm Kyle Brust Nortman here with you till 5 o'clock leading into the Homer Hour. Alex Strove's running the show, and it's his time to shine in the Wheel of Strove.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strove.
Another day. Another buckaroony.
Another buckaroony.
He is ultra annoying when he's
excited because he gets to go. He played all day today. He didn't go to work. He got to play all day.
Yeah.
I would be excited if I didn't have to work all day.
I agree. Yeah. I second that.
Must be nice.
And I'm covering for him. Weekly wager tonight, beginning at 6 o'clock on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
Pick up my slack, bud.
Found that out at 12:25 today.
Before you found out he was gone, huh?
That's how I found out he was gone. And before he texted us, before I said anything to him, I said, okay, he just ripped me 2 weeks ago for not being communicative enough. So I made sure I looked at every email he sent me. I looked at every text he sent us. I went in our show sheet where typically on the top it'll say Ben and Madison. Didn't say that.
I didn't even put that there. I added that today. I was hoping you guys didn't see.
Then he's messing with your evening and afternoon, though it's for a great cause with Potawatomi. But
I'm not mad about it.
Like you didn't have anything to do.
A great cause?
A great partner.
Yeah. And a great show. The Weekly Wager, 6 to 7 tonight, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. All right,
I heard it's the best show it's ever going to be.
It'll be very well hosted, which is atypical for that program. Oh, and it's purple, which I was not hoping it would land on. But I made purple the Kyle Wallace square.
Yeah! Let's talk about these Siamese twins.
So, Kyle, I was doing some research.
Seriously? Yeah. Did you seriously make purple the Siamese twins color?
No, I made it the Kyle chooses what we do here. So, their names are Abby and Brittany Hensel. They studied together at Bethel University. They had to pay separate tuition.
Crazy.
Here's the thing. So one of them's married, one of them's not. But here's the other thing about this. So they had to pay separate tuitions, but they now have the same job because they're Siamese twins. They're both teachers. They only received one salary.
Oh, come on. This is the America we live in. We just get played over and over and over. What a joke.
What happens when they want to, take a flight? They have to pay for 2 seats
Probably.
or one?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because they have one body.
No, but one of the heads extends over the armrest. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying. If I got on the plane and I had to sit next to the two-headed woman, I can't do it. Because one just staring at you. No, they need 2 seats because they need to be separate away from people. I'm just saying. And the fact that they're married to one man, how do you make that decision?
What happens when the other person wants to get married?
She can't. She's sacrificing her life. Can you just imagine? How does this happen? How does this work? How do you, as a grown man, look at this two-headed woman and say, ooh, I want that mouth? Like, for real? Like, they look the same. It makes no sense to me. Well, Homer,
I have a question.
Homer, you got to Google the Hensel twins.
I don't have to. I don't have to.
Homer, I
got a pretty good idea.
What happened?
Look at him, Homer. Look at him.
What? What's to look at that you don't understand about Siamese twins?
I guess. Were there more Siamese twins coming up in your time?
When one goes to the bathroom, do they both feel it, or do they have separate bladders?
They share.
They have a body.
They share everything below the neck, correct?
Yes. They got They got 2 arms, 2 legs. They just got 2 heads. One big old shoulder.
Everything they share.
Whose brain controls? Does one brain control one arm and one the other?
I think so. I think one brain has one side, the other brain has the other.
Kyle, did you recently discover Siamese twins? Why are you so fascinated?
No,
with this?
because Rob brought it up.
They got married 4 years ago.
I know, but this is just fascinating. It's a fascinating story. I don't typically have space to talk about conjoined twins, and so this is just fascinating.
So you created space.
That they don't get a break on everything is just off the chart.
It's crazy, Homer.
It is.
The fact they had to pay 2 college tuitions.
No, yes,
crazy.
everything should be one. I don't care what they do as far as how you're going to charge them, however you want to do it. But I'm saying,
what about the marriage part, Homer? So it was Abby that got married, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, Abby married a guy named Josh.
She was a cute one.
So does that mean Josh married Abby and Brittany?
Whatever you want to say.
There's you. I'm asking you.
No, there's no rules or whatever. Whatever they say is the way it is, and they get double charged for nothing. Come on.
Do they share the same stomach? Like who eats?
Yeah. So
they probably both eat a little bit.
So they each have half a meal?
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
That's crazy.
They deserve everything free.
Wheel of Stroh.
This is weird.
This
is so weird.
The guy donated $6 billion. Remember the guy that donated $6 billion?
To Dell?
Oh, yeah. I'm happy about that.
Take care of these people. All of them. Everything's free the rest of their life.
They can afford it. This is crazy. I don't know. So whose child is it?
Whatever they say.
All right, enough.
What if they had to go to court to figure out who's baby? That's my baby. It's in my bed. Like, that's crazy. You got two
The
moms.
problem is, what if you got to fight?
Yeah, one on the left side with the right side.
Nah.
See who can slap
that's a reality show of epic proportions.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The what's called? The husband's a sicko.
So do both brains... I don't know.
They function separate.
can't.
Both brains.
Well, if someone pricks their finger on something, right? Do both brains feel the pain?
I'm going to Google it.
I like that you pivoted the question. Thank you for that. We were getting into some uncharted territory there for a moment.
Yes.
I thought they do surgeries to split Simon.
Homer,
you can't split that.
You can't split them. You saw them.
At birth. I don't know. I need to look that up.
But Homer, they got 2 heads, 1 body. You think you're going to walk around with half body hanging out? That ain't the way it works, Homer. A robot?
I'll plead ignorance on everything. I just thought they did surgeries to try to.
That's when you could join like at the hip and but they literally. It's like imagine one body with 2 heads like making a V.
Oh,
at
this
the
is
neck.
crazy. So when one twin touches,
what I do know is if they worked with Grimal and Associates, they would only be having to be covered under one insurance policy. Because that's how great Mandy's team is. I cannot confirm that. But
no one has ever made up anything more than that. Hold on, just a second.
I can tell you that Mandy from Grimal and Associates would go to war for them.
Be the same as take 1. Take 2.
Mandy's team is amazing at Grimal and Associates because they take care of you. There's no call center all the way across the country where you're like, hey, I don't know who I'm even talking to. It's a local team. They've been serving the greater Milwaukee area for a long, long time. And so if you need coverage, you go to Mandy's team at Grimal Associates. They talk through it with you. They have the guidance, expertise, and they have that relationship with you to understand where you are in life and where you want to be and what coverage that you need. So just contact them. Team Grimal, teamgrimal.com, team GRAMOLL.com. Mandy's team is amazing, teamgrimal.com.
I'm glad
we
you
wrap up
gave
with
them a
Homer
policy
next.
that they didn't know about.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Brad.
Kyle.
I know
Kyle.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
The problem is you can say all you want about being process-driven, but your process can be right, and if the execution sucks, you lose that game yesterday.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
That's great that you went for it on all 3 of those 4th downs, and you netted 2 touchdowns, but that's because your players did the job. They got it done. And in other games, they haven't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The holidays are always a wonderful time to get engaged.
And this is the perfect year to do it.
Really?
Why is that? We have a special collection of double dog dazzling engagement rings for just $3,998.
Tell her what makes them double dog dazzling, Monica.
These bridal sets are covered in diamonds and have a 3-carat created diamond center stone.
Wow.
Or you can choose a 3/4 carat natural diamond for just $1,798. And Kessler's will contribute a free 14-karat gold mounting and mount your diamond in it for you.
Wow.
Or you can get 5 matching diamonds side by side that spread all across the top of your finger.
2 carats total weight.
5 big created diamonds in a ring that will rock the house. Tell her how much, Rick.
$1,998.
Wow.
You guessed it, Sarah. We call it the Wow Collection.
18-month financing at 0% is available.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Harry Douglas.
Freddie, 2 things are going to have to happen. Number one, whoever comes in and becomes the head coach of the New York Giants, they're going to have to sit down and have a heart-to-heart with Jackson Dart and go through these plays and explain why and give him examples on why you must protect yourself at that position. And what I mean by examples, whether it's in the NFL this year or back in the NFL 30 years ago, you give him a series of plays and show him why you need to protect yourself. Number one, what good is a Jackson Dart that's going to be in concussion protocol or not available to his team?
Yeah.
What good is that Jackson Dart?
Yeah. No good at all.
Now, to your family, you might be good, right? But to the team that drafted you in the first round and moved up in the first round to go get you, you're not going to be available to be able to play for them. Therefore, the team is going to be hurt in that capacity.
People are buzzing about Zootopia 2, and the early reactions are in.
Hops and Wild?
Wild and Hops. The dream team. Zootopia 2 is being called an absolute blast. It's a hilarious feel-good family adventure.
I'm Kaylee, the snake. And your last name? The Snake.
And a wildly smart and outstanding sequel that's well worth the wait.
We're gonna be the greatest partners of all time!
Togetherness.
Never mind. Forget I said it.
Disney Zootopia 2. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Now playing only in theaters. Tickets available now.
On the job, every minute counts. That's why Lowe's now has ProBlock Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast and go on smooth for virtually flawless results that keep your job moving. It's available in oil and water-based, and getting it is easy. Order online by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery right to your job site. Lowe's, we help, you save. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms apply.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Radio legend.
I don't care. I wanted to talk to Brent Musburger. That was for my own personal benefit. I hope other people enjoyed it, but I wish I was Brent Musburger. How about that?
Voice of Marquette basketball.
Joplin to the basket. Oh, wow. Hammer time.
And owner of the most famous catchphrase, at least in this building.
Oh, baby, that's sweet.
It's time for Uncle Homer on Kyle Brust Nortman.
Well, he was with us last segment for the conjoined twins discussion, and he's with us to end the show before his show, the Homer Hour, from 5 to 6. It's Kyle Brust Nortman. Homer, am I too confident in the Green Bay Packers?
No. Just don't put too much on this one game. They got 5 to go. Well, they actually got 4. University of Minnesota Vikings. You got to count on that as a win. But
at the university.
So no, you want to win this game, but they're a player. Let's see what they do over the next 4 games, and we'll all get a chance to figure it out. I'm cautiously
pass
optimistic.
The ball more. Continue to pass the ball like they have, or run the ball more.
I would say we should see the weather in this time of year makes that more difficult, but I think they now are starting to and have more options. I mean, they're without Tucker Kraft, so that really hurts. But I think they'll They seem to be giving more to Jordan Love, and he's up for it. And the offense, the best part to me right now seems like the offensive line's getting it for the first time. We're not having these stories about what the hell was going on. The guy just walked through like it was an open door, and it appears that they've solve that problem. And if the offensive line is better, everything else will take care of itself.
If the O-line is improved, Belton,
doesn't it seem like it?
Banks has gotten better. And Sean Ryan in the middle at center? I mean, it's been a successful combination. If that stays the case, watch out.
Again, we should be confident in the Green Bay Packers, and this is a massive matchup for first place in the NFC North. And the guys seem ready for it.
Yeah, but if they lose it, they got 3 more after that. You need to win 3 of the next 4. That's what you want to do to show the world how good you are. 3 of the next 4. I don't care which 3 it is.
You got Rain Man?
Oh, we do have Rain Man, yes. And you're not in it this week. Sorry, I probably should have done that. But I need to get your Rain Man in it. Nah.
We're going to talk Giannis, too. I can't wait till you talk Giannis.
What? It's over. He's gone. I hope he stays till the end of the season. He should.
Homer was around when Kareem left, so he can give you.
No, it was a good run. I said all this a year ago. No one brought it. You all didn't make fun of me, but you didn't give it any credit. I was a year too early. Sorry. But if he'd gone and they'd let him go to the Knicks, he wanted out. No, I told you all this stuff. You better watch him. It's over. Now you better watch him. It's over.
Now you better watch him even more.
No, I'd be
Homer
shocked.
hour.
Be shocked if he left during the season.